Are we good? Okay, I think we're good. All right, here we go. We're just getting right into it. We're getting right into it. I'm running a little behind schedule, so we're just jumping straight in. What is up, fellow geeks? Super Geek Girl here, coming to you live as always from Studio SGG in the heart of Studiopolis Zone. Welcome back to what could possibly be the finale of Ace Attorney Investigations, the first one. We still have the sequel to go through, but we are gonna try and bust our way through the finale of the first game so I can get it done and out of the way before Christmas and not have to worry about it. But I'm a little bit behind schedule. Sorry about that. Yes, I know that's what I said last time. But for reals though, we are gonna try and finish this tonight. First off, hello Sleepy, hello Gabe, and hello Zelda NPC. Welcome, guys. So glad you guys could join me. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll do our chatting probably during the game. But just to catch you guys up on last time, we got a massive revelation as it turns out the ambassador of Alabast, Ambassador Alba himself, is the feared ringleader of the money laundering counterfeiting scheme. But he is above the law, or so he thinks. Well, we're gonna show him just how under the law he is. Maybe put him 6 feet under too while we're at it. Let's go! Let's do this! I was a little worried I wasn't going to be able to stream it all today. I had a slightly sore throat going into going to bed last night, so I was a little concerned. But I'm feeling fine now, so hooray! All right, got my water, got my oh no! Of course, auto-tune SGG, huh? All right. You were just waiting for that. You love doing this to me. You love doing this to me right at the start of my voice acting streams. You love this. This is what you live for. This is what you live for, man. Whatever. It's fine. It's fine. Everyone knows that the first part of the case is just kind of recapping anyway. It's fine. Alright, March 15th, 2:11 a.m. Theatrum Neutralis, lobby. Oh man, this is a long ass night, isn't it? Alright, let's go. I can't believe it, sir! Extraterritoriality! Yes. And there's nothing we can really do about that. Hello, legit! Welcome! Thanks for tuning in! In the end, we didn't have enough authority to bring him to justice. I can't believe that even though we know he's the boss, we can't lay a finger on him! Yep, somebody already got a hold of auto-tune. Someone beat you to it. I know.
Hey, Mr. Prosecutor. Sorry to skip out on you, but I've got some business to take care of.
Oh, bye. Okay, bye, Lang. I guess he's just peacing out. Unless he's getting ready to do another, like, big damn hero moment.
If we can't even give an evil guy like him a slap on the wrist, then what the heck were laws created for? What good are they?
A fair question, Kay.
If the law can't help us, then I'll go as a Yatagarasu and take care of this myself!
Don't you dare!
Mr. Edgeworth?
I'm sorry. That was a bit too harsh.
Look, I know how you feel, sir. We're trying to take on an ambassador, after all. And he did tell us earlier to get out of the theater. This is kind of their country, I guess.
What's her full name? Kay Tana.
That's good! That's good! No,
It's Faraday, Kay Faraday, but I like Kay Tana. I like Kay Tana, that's good. I may hold on to that. Oh, Lord. Oh, what is this intro? What is this intro, sir? Hello, Zach. Welcome. Thanks so much for tuning in. Now that we're talking about with the Has-Been Hotel reference, I have seen Hell of a Boss, the new Hell of a Boss. I saw it this morning. Very good episode. Very good. Much improved. I like Blitz being like sweet to Stolas, and it's nice. Heartbreaking with his daughter and everything, but it was a very good episode. I approve 100%. I'll get into more detailed thoughts later, but I very much like this new episode of Hell of a Boss.
I feel like I've been slapped across the face just for doing my job!
What am I going to do? Should I retreat for now and formulate a better plan of attack?
Oh, there we go! Hold it! Come on, everyone! We can't give up yet!
Okay.
I want you to think about something for a second. We've never let up for even a second. And as long as we don't stop investigating, we might find a rotten treasure hidden here.
Hey, she's right!
Come on, Mr. Edgeworth!
You're right, Kay. Very well. Let us reopen the investigation and see what we can find. Come on, Kay.
Right behind you!
Okay, then I'll go check out Babel a bit more, sir.
Off he goes. Go, Gumshoe, go!
And I have some things that I need to investigate further in Alabast.
Are they even gonna let you back in, ma'am? The pink hair accessory is how I came up with the nickname. It looks like a katana handle. It really does, actually. The sort of wrapping around her hair, it does look like the handle of a katana. So, K-Tana would have totally worked. I feel like even for an Ace Attorney name, it's a little too on the nose, but I see where you're going with that. If I ever plushify Kay, that thing is going to be a nightmare. Actually, her whole outfit is going to be a nightmare. Where am I going to find this particular pink swirly pattern? Where is this sold? I don't know where it is. Also, the hair in and of itself is going to be a mess, but that's neither here nor there. I have many plushie ideas for 2025 that may or may not ever see the light of day. We'll see.
Now then.
Oh, gotta get back on the game. There we go.
Now then. Before I gather any more information, I should do a bit of housekeeping.
Passion flower data erased from my organizer. Alright, so the passion flowers are no longer relevant. Alright, and thus begins what I believe is the final investigation of the game. I think. There might be one more, but I'm pretty sure this is like one of the last ones. The Ancient Neutralis lobby, let's see what we can find.
Ambassador Alba seemed agitated over something.
Agitated Alba, I sense there's something he doesn't want us to investigate. Oh, there's a hell of a lot he doesn't want us to investigate, it's fine.
I wonder why.
There are two special circumstances that surround the ambassador. First, the embassy itself has extraterritorial rights. If something happens on Alabastrian soil, we are unable to legally prosecute him.
Whoa. Cool. Sounds like embassy's in the perfect place to steal whatever you want.
And murder Damascus II, run a smuggling operation, and make counterfeit bills. Apparently.
But I thought all the counterfeiting was done by Mr. Coaching in Babel.
Yes. He apparently used the embassy's coupon printing press to do it.
Okay, so he used the coupon maker. Coupon, however you want to say it. Babel's embassy printing press and Babel's ink to make counterfeit bills.
But it's the same story over there anyway. Babal also has extraterritorial rights. Which brings me to my next point. The ambassador's extraterritorial rights. Those rights are effective, even in our own country.
Really?
No matter what happens, he can never be tried in our courts. He retains some very special rights indeed. Basically, no matter what wrongs he may commit, we can't bring him to trial here.
So I guess we really don't stand a chance, do we?
We might stand a chance if we can somehow nullify either one of his special rights.
I am wondering how we're gonna nab Alba. When we left off, the man's plot armor was pretty secured. Yeah, it's gonna take some sort of Deus Ex Machina nonsense to do it. So this is not the last game in the investigation's duology. It's two games. There's this one and Prosecutor's Gambit, which I am going to start as the first Game Lawyer stream of 2025. So this is probably also going to be the last. Game Lawyer of 2024 as well, because I'm planning on taking both Saturday and Sunday off next weekend to give myself time to recoup. But right after this, we will be starting with Prosecutor's Gambit, which never been released in the West officially. I have stayed away from the fan translation and pretty much everything else from it, so I am extremely excited to start that. But we're going to save that as a little treat for the first Game Lawyer Sunday of 2025. Start the new year off with a new game. Alright, let's see what we can discover here. Well, this immediately looks suspicious. Yeah, I mean, when you look at it now, it's very obvious that Larry is the one in the suit. If I understand diplomatic immunity correctly, Alba cannot be arrested unless he has committed crimes against his country of Alabast. That is how it works in the real world, yes. Whether that's how it works in the Ace Attorney world remains to be seen.
This was taken just before the two ambassadors gave their bouquets to the Steel Samurai. Wait. Is it just my imagination? Or is there something in this picture that I've seen before?
Is there something we've seen before? Hang on a minute. This looks weird, doesn't it?
It appears to be a bouquet of Persian
cyclamens? Is that how I say it?
Persian cyclamens and roses.
Oh, wow! You even know the exact species? I never would have figured you for an expert on flowers.
It's all because of those flowers that old lady sends me every month.
No! No, Obag! Stop with the harassment now!
Okay, no, but I love that. I love that as a touch. Not the fact that she sends him flowers, but the fact that he has gotten so many that he knows what types they are. I love that. That is such a dumb touch. That's so good.
Just look at me. A sound like some sort of botanist.
So, what exactly is this yellow flower here?
That one. I'm not sure.
Oh, what? You don't know?
As far as I can recall, I've never seen a flower like this before. And I feel as though I've seen this shape somewhere before.
I'm gonna go ahead and switch back to my normal voice.
It's been about 15 minutes. Thank you very much for the redeem, Sleepy. Thank you, thank you. Hey, what's up, Bushmaster? Welcome, welcome. Thanks so much for tuning in. Yeah, I get the sense that this is not actually a flower. This is not a real flower. Let's do a quick look back at our... See if we've got anything that makes sense here. Oh! Look! Guys! Look! Oh, damn it. No, come back here. Look at the knife! Look! It's the ornament! It's the frickin'... He was hiding the knife in the bouquet! Oh, you sneaky such and such. Oh, that's good. That's good. Ooh, I like that. If I ever write a murder mystery, I'm stealing that. There is a striking flower ornament on the handle of the knife. Compared to the Babalese knife handles, the larger one gives Alabas more presence. Okay, so yeah, no, I got it. Boom. We about to hit him with that Eureka! Babal's national symbol is the butterfly, and Alabast is the flower. It would appear that someone is employing the old hide a tree in a forest trick.
What are you mumbling to yourself about? Wait, what? The handle on this knife... Ah!
Yes, it's the handle that was supposed to be on the blade that killed Mr. Cochin. The weapon that killed him was carried through the Theatre Neutralis in the very bouquet Ambassador Alba was carrying. Boom! Now that's what I call a breakthrough. Now that I think about it, in 2025, every Gay Lawyer Sunday will be on officially what I'm calling 100 Girlfriends Sunday. If they keep with releasing new episodes on Sunday like they did last season, it's very well possible 100 Girlfriends Sunday could also be Gay Lawyer Sunday. Sonic 3 was very, very good. I very much enjoyed it. I had some quibbles with it. But otherwise, I very much enjoyed it. I actually did a review with spoilers yesterday, which you can catch the VOD of that on my Twitch channel. I haven't uploaded it to YouTube yet because I need to add that there are some spoiler warnings for folks who don't want to get spoiled, because I spoiled the crap out of my Sonic 3 review. But if you've already seen it or you don't care about spoilers, you can check out the VOD on Twitch, and it will be up on my YouTube channel by tomorrow morning. If Cochin was killed in neutral territory, yeah. You're seeing what I'm seeing too, huh? That could be our in. That could be our gotcha. You know, this is kind of reminding me of... It's kind of reminding me of that one episode of Columbo, where the murderer is a foreign diplomat, and he kills a guy, like, in his office, which counts as the soil of his country. Or something like that. To be fair, it's not one of the ones I watch very often, but I may go back and watch it tonight, because this is kind of reminding me of that one. I don't necessarily care for it that much, just because I don't like seeing Columbo get in trouble, like that, but I may give it another watch. It's one of my husband's favorites, so we may watch it together. The flower motif. It looks like one of the flower petals is missing. The pick! The guitar pick! The thing we thought was a pick! It's part of the knife! That's what it is! That's what I looks so weird. I told you it wasn't a guitar pick. I told you.
Whoa! Take a look at the weapon itself. It's missing the exact same pedal.
Then the knife in this photo is most definitely the same as this murder weapon. Okay, we got it. We got it. All right, is there anything else that's weird? Nope, that looks like that's everything. I know most of the spoilers do the Sonic Adventure 2, but my main concern is Gerald, because I fear Jim Carrey's performance is going to be too manic. The manic energy would work better for Eggman Nega. You know, that is... You actually hit upon my criticism. Exactly, Zach. Without spoiling anything, I can confirm... The manic energy that Jim Carrey brought to Gerald's role was too much. There was my primary criticism with Sonic 3 was there was too much Jim Carrey, and I was not happy with the portrayal of Gerald in that movie. But like I said, I put all my thoughts. I talked about all that yesterday, so I'm not gonna try. I'm trying to not rehash it here. But yeah, that was the major issue I had with the Sonic movie was Jim Carrey. Not that he did a bad job, not by a long shot. To portray two characters in the same movie is no easy feat, and this was some of Jim Carrey's definitely comedy high points in this movie, even though a lot of it was also really cringe. But I just have a problem with the way that Gerald was portrayed. He's not the same kind of madman that Eggman is. And yeah, that's all I'm trying to say. That's all I'm trying to say. Well, love Jim Carrey, love his performance as Eggman. I don't think Gerald was handled correctly. And that's all I will say about that. All right, so is this the only thing that's worth investigating? Okay, yeah, yeah, because I think this is the only new thing that was in the lobby. We've already looked at this. Let's see if we can connect up any logic. All right. Coach's counterfeiting operations, renovations. Oh, okay. So the renovations were maybe the renovations were being used to hide the counterfeiting operations? Boom! We know that the counterfeit bills were printed using the embassy's press. But the necessary materials, such as the Babalese ink and paper, must have been hidden in a secure location. But what do you think would have happened if the renovation had begun?
Well, he probably had to find a better hiding place, or get rid of it all.
Right. So we can assume that the renovation was the cause of the plate and bills disposal. Yes! I love it when I'm right! I love it when I'm smarter than the game! I love it! It's so satisfying! Oh, damn, I'm good. And the reason Mr. Cochin was killed as the ringleader of the smuggling operation. Based on what we know, who do you think was the one with the most to gain? Well, it had to be Alba, right? It's the one person who has been erasing all evidence of the smuggling operation. From both embassies. The co-conspirator who is mopping up. Ambassador Alba. Ambassador Alba had a very strong motive to kill Manny Cochin. Yeah, and we almost fell for it. You punk. Alright, so the only two left to connect up are Alba and the motive. Yes, being a murder mystery fan is paying off. Thank you, husband who insists on me watching every episode of Poirot and Midsummer Murders. And Murder, She Wrote. And Columbo. And Death in Paradise. And Majorca Files. And, oh god, what are the other ones that I've watched? I've watched a bunch. Honestly, I feel like I've watched so many murder mysteries, they're all starting to rub together at this point. Oh no! The cause of Ambassador Alba's agitation, the rotten treasure we may find, and the motive for killing Mr. Cochin. Miss Yu said it herself, that she didn't kill anyone tonight. If we were to take her words at face value, then the reason for the ambassador's nervousness can only be one thing. He didn't want us to discover the real circumstances under which Mr. Cochin was killed.
Then you mean Ambassador Alba is the real killer? But I thought the two of them were friends.
Maybe they were. But what if Mr. Cochin was the one who first betrayed their friendship?
Oh, I get it. Hey, wasn't Mr. Cochin pushing really hard for Mr. Paliero to be ambassador after reunification?
Yes. And that was the real reason why he wanted to steal Alabast Primadew's statue.
So Mr. Cochin hired Damask II to go steal it for him. But when Ambassador Alba found out what he was up to, he killed Mr. Cochin?
It is definitely a possibility at this point.
Those two really were thinking of no one but themselves. But the question now is, how'd he do it? Ambassador Alba was in Alabast, but Mr. Cochin's body was discovered in Babel, right?
Right. And that is what we must solve next. I believe we now understand why Ambassador Alba was so nervous and agitated. It must have something to do with where Mr. Cochin was killed. A place where the Alabastian ambassador was likely to meet the Babelese Mr. Cochin. The place where Ambassador Alba happened to have committed the murder is... It's gotta be the theater. You're right. He killed someone on neutral ground.
Take that!
This is how we're gonna get him. This is how we're gonna get him. The only place that makes sense is here, at the Theatrum Neutralis.
What, here?
The Goodwill event was being held here today, correct? So the only place that the both of them would have been in is here.
But if that's the case, then everything changes. This theater ain't actually Alabastian land, so that wipes out one of those extraterritorial rights he has.
It makes logical sense, in which case it is a reason for us to investigate further.
So, what should we check out?
Let's see. I believe we should check the immigration records for both Alabast and Babel post-haste. Babel's records should be easy to obtain. However, the problem will be Alabast. I wonder if they would allow us to see their records despite the order to vacate.
Objection!
Oh! Hello, ma'am! Was Francisca a few steps ahead of us? Yeah, she was! That's our girl! That's our big sister! That's our big sister! Thinking one step ahead! We love you, Francisca! I'm already one step ahead of you, Miles Edgeworth. Francisca! I have here the security footage from both Alabast and Babel. You would do well to take a look at its contents. Yeah! Let's go, honey! Let's go! You move fast. Von Karma strives to be perfect in every way. It's not in my nature to keep on retreating like this. I took the liberty of looking over the Babel investigation reports as well. From now on, you will make no excuse to back down or say that we cannot solve this case. I'm sorry about earlier. We won't be beaten. Because my cute little subordinate is going to try his very best, isn't he? Hasn't she patronized me enough already for a lifetime? Hasn't she patronized me enough already for a lifetime? No, I think you secretly love it. Not like in a weird degradation sort of way, but I think it's fine. I think it's fine. She's your little sister. You'd be surprised at what big brothers let their little sisters get away with. Or you could be like my big brother and who narked on me for everything I did wrong. Thanks a lot, dude. So, this video contains footage from Alabasta immigration screening area.
I really hope there's something in here we can use.
Well, let's find out. Okay, 521. 522, Alba comes in. 523, the Steel Samurai comes in. I feel like it's a wasted effort to not have you be the final culprit. She is one of the co-conspirators, but she isn't the actual big bad. The antagonism between you and our heroes is more personal than Alba's. Yeah, like, me not having any knowledge of this game prior, before going in, it was building up to you being the big bad, but no, it turned out to be Alba. So this is kind of one of my pet peeves of video games, is when they pull a big bad bait and switch at the very end. Like, you spend the entire game building up to, and Mr. X is the big bad of this game, and then you beat Mr. X, and then all of a sudden, oh, actually, Mr. X was just a puppet. It was actually Mr. Y and Z who was the bad guy. I hate that. I hate that so much. I hate there being a new supervillain that's introduced in 0 hour. I know I think I've already mentioned this before, but Star Ocean First Departure is the best example I can think of this trope that just absolutely infuriates me. And Mr. X was Dr. Wily all... Yeah, exactly. So, in Star Ocean First Departure, there is a certain evil entity, and it's been so long since I played Star Ocean, I do not remember what the evil entity's name is. In fact, you know what? I'm gonna look it up real quick. Give me 1 second, guys. Give me 1 second while I pull up a quick plot summary of First Departure to prove my point here. Well, not prove my point, but okay, Earth Federation, Rook. Okay, here we go. Yes, the big bad from Star Ocean First Departure was a being called Asmodeus. Yes, like the name of the demon and all that. But yeah, Asmodeus is built up throughout the entire game. And keep in mind, Star Ocean is a JRPG, so it's long as shit, okay? You spend the entire game building up Asmodeus. He created this awful virus that's killing off people all over the galaxy, and we gotta stop him. He's so big and bad. You go in, you have this amazing boss battle with Asmodeus. You kick his butt, and then everything is fixed. Everything is fixed. Asmodeus is gone. The vaccine is created. Our childhood friend is cured. The planet is safe. Everything is fine. The game, by all rights, should have ended there. But no. It cuts back to a time in the future where, oh hey, guess what? You remember Asmodeus? Yeah, he actually wasn't the problem. It was this new thing that no one has ever mentioned at all in the game. All y'all gotta come back and go kick his ass too. That was baffling to me as a kid, and baffling to me still. I mean, I don't know if they needed to pad the runtime, if the developers were like, oh crap, we're running up on the end of the game. We need to add several hours more gameplay, guys. I don't know what it is, but stuff like that just absolutely annoys the crap out of me. If you're gonna build up somebody as your final boss, then freaking have them own being the final boss. Don't pull a bait and switch. It's such a waste. Anyway, what were we talking about? What was the question again? Which minutes footage? I want to take a closer look at the Steel Samurai. Yeah, this push cart. The doll is just chucked on top of it. Something could easily be hiding in this push cart. Doesn't something about this lump shape strike you as odd?
And it's supposed to be the shape?
No, there was clearly something odd about that bulge. That's what she said. If only we had the pushcart itself, we could compare and confirm my hunch. An unnatural bulge from the pushcart. Someone's hiding in this! I bet you Cochin is hiding here. I bet you that's what it is. Cochin or somebody is hiding in there. Next, let us check the footage from Babble's security camera.
Hope it shows us something good.
Okay, so there's Babble, 525.
Ah, phooey. There wasn't a single sign of a suspicious person or anything.
Okay, so yes, this does confirm that Cochin came in through the freaking pushcart. If nobody came through on the Babble side, then that proves it. That right there is the contradiction.
Huh? Did I miss something?
You didn't miss anything, because there was nothing to miss. However, what is missing is the image of Mr. Cochin entering his own country.
But wasn't his body found in Babel?
It would appear that the true face of our final puzzle has finally revealed itself. Investigation complete! Yay! And I got all my health back because I screwed up on that hand earlier. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. we have problems here. We're in trouble. Let's see. A last-minute villain switch can work, but it needs the build-up from the beginning. Alternatively, Alba could be the big bad due to being the leader of the smuggling ring, but you, the second in command, could serve as the final boss due to the pathos in our conflict with her. Yeah, it's like in Pokemon. It's like in Pokemon with the Elite Four being built up as like the biggest, baddest challenge you have, and then you go and face the champion, and it's that jerkwad Gary. It could be something like that. So yeah, it could work in a situation like that. I guess also spoilers for Red and Blue, a 20-year-old game at this point, something like that. If you haven't played Pokemon Red and Blue by this point, that's on you, man. That's on you. Oh boy. Here we go. It's almost 30? No. Don't tell me that. Let me think it's 20. Let me just let me believe it's 20. Yeah, thanks a lot, dude. I just aged like 20 years with that freaking statement. How dare you? No, I refuse to believe it. I refuse to believe it. Pokemon 30th anniversary, what's that? No, that's still years away. I don't care what you say. Shut up. Oh, goddamn, I'm an old woman. Anyway. Ambassador Alba! I thought I had asked for you and your group to vacate the premise, Mr. Edgeworth. Actually, I thought I should let you know that this theater sits on my country's soil. You've had your fun, and I've enjoyed our little game. I dare say that you've even achieved a new high score. However, once you've recorded a score, that same game can never be replayed again. Why are we doing video game references all of a sudden? Do you understand what I am saying to you? Your game is done, and it's game over. No. Objection! Where do you think you're going at this time of night? After admitting to my crime, I was overcome with regret. So I am heading to the airport now to return home. I'm afraid I can't let you do that. There are still too many issues we need to discuss with you. You can't stop me, Mr. Edgeworth, and you know it. Ugh. Oh, hey! I forgot about Super Mario! Palito! Trying to be a big damn hero, let's do it! Hold it! Please, may I have a
little bit of your time, Ambassador Alba?
Ambassador Paleno?
Even just a tiny bit is fine with me. The already strained relationship between our countries is in a precarious situation, you know.
Very well. If you insist, I will play just one more round with them and see what they want. Not that they'll get any farther. Ambassador Paleno.
Mr. Edgeworth, all I wish is for the normalization of the relationships between our two countries. But there is one person standing in the way of that dream. I believe in you. You'll do what's right.
Thank you for your vote of confidence. Now then, what was it that you wanted to ask me about? I do have a flight to catch, after all. So I'm afraid I'm going to have to limit you to just one question. Oh, you're pulling this bull again! That's more than enough. Because I only have one question anyway. I want to hear your alibi about how you couldn't have killed Mr. Manny Cochin. Huh. I see.
Hello, Stumpy! Welcome! Thanks for tuning in! Paleno actually coming to save the day is awesome. He's the last person we would expect, but he's been, like, the most capable witness so far. Yeah, I was wondering if Paleno was gonna come back, or if that was just a plot hole they were just gonna, like, leave hanging. It happens sometimes, so I'm glad to see he came back.
You seem to have a good hand this time around. This should be fun. This really is the very last chance we'll have to bring him down. I won't allow even an atom-sized contradiction to slip by.
All right, let's get him. I do love the trope wherein an old, senile-seeming man suddenly stands up straight tall and becomes regal. It's so good, right? It's so good. It's so good. I actually have, like, that's actually kind of how I want one of my D&D characters to be introduced in a campaign. I haven't used her in anything yet, but that's kind of how I want one of my character introductions to go in my next D&D campaign. No, I'm not gonna dish. That's gonna be a surprise for later. Anyway, let's get this jerkwad's alibi.
Frankly, I still don't understand why I am being placed under suspicion here. Under your hypothetical suggestion, Mr. Cochin and I were fellow smugglers. But to get to the point, I was in Alabast the whole time. So it's simply not possible for me to have killed him in Babel. That is my alibi. So, that is your alibi? That is correct. It is simply not possible for me to have committed a crime in Babel. Now that we've cleared that up, I would appreciate it if you would move out of my way. Hold it! I said hold it! What is it this time? I thought I told you I would allow only one question. You did. But you still have yet to really answer my one question. What? Until you tell us the truth, I will refuse to budge an inch from where I'm standing.
You tell him, Edgeworth!
Very well. I'll play with you just a little longer.
Miles Edgeworth! As my subordinate and representative of this country's prosecutors, you are forbidden to lose!
Of course. That is something I've understood from the start.
guy's the one who ordered my father killed, isn't he?
Yes, I believe so.
The goal of the first Yatagarasu was the capture of the smuggling ring's leader. My father and Uncle Bad. Their legacy will live on through me. So that's why we've just got to catch him, okay?
We will, I promise. Now, Ambassador Alba, let's have it the truth now, shall we? No matter how many times you ask, my answer remains the same. All right. I see the obvious contradiction. I see it too. I don't understand why I'm being placed under suspicion. Mr. Cochin and I were fellow smugglers. Yeah, let's, this seems a little sus.
Hold it!
It is not a hypothesis. Earlier, we proved it to be what happened. Well, let's leave that to one side for now, because it doesn't change the fact that I have no motive. Oh? So you really had no reason to kill Mr. Cochin? If you want to suppose I had one, then why not? I'll indulge you. After all, this is nothing more than a silly game to me. Even if that's how you see things, I would appreciate it if you would take me seriously. I'm sorry. I suppose you are in a bit of a pickle. Very well. The game is no fun if the playing field isn't level. Therefore, I formally claim that I had no motive to kill. Now let's see you disprove it. How can he stand there looking proud when he knows he killed another human being? Well, I'm not going to stand by and just watch him get away with his crimes. In that case, what motive would I have had to kill my co-conspirators? Well, I know the logic matches up, but do we have anything... Do we have anything that proves... Wait. Would this be it? The note from the mask? I think that's what they're trying to suggest, but... Yeah, I was thinking... contradicts his claim I was always in Alabasta the whole time and we can disprove that statement with the video. Okay, if this doesn't work, then we're gonna try that, because I think that makes a little more sense. But the whole thing with him hiring... with... Wait, we agreed that Cochin hired Damask the second, right? Isn't that what he was talking about earlier? About, That's what the fallout was. They were trying to steal he was trying to steal the statue, and that's where the falling out came from, right? Or no? I don't know. I've got a gut feeling about this, so I'm gonna go with it for now. And hope it's right. Objection! I'm very unsure, but objection! If you want to know, I believe you did have a motive to kill him. It was because Mr. Cochin had betrayed you.
Yes, I was right.
But you had your own reason too. Namely, you wanted to pin the smuggling all on him. Evil begets evil. And because you were trying to test each other, it turned into this mess. Oh, did you hear that? Did you hear how rough that voice was? That's good. That's good. I don't believe this. You have a bad panache for telling tall tales, Mr. Prosecutor. And if you're not, then I suppose you have some proof to support your argument. He did get a voiced objection! Shocking, I know. I never use guesswork in moving my cases forward. Unlike a certain attorney. It has been proven that this note was written by Mr. Cochin's hand. Shall we take a look at it? The content of this note is a request calling for the theft of Alabast's Primadou statue. By killing him and pushing all of the guilt for the smuggling onto him, you walk away spotless. I believe you understand what I am driving at. You had more than a few reasons to kill him. That hand gesture is so powerful, it killed the music. Are you finished with your hypothesizing? Excuse me? Let's suppose I did have a motive. Even so, a motive or a thought alone can't kill. Isn't that right? I didn't expect him to resort to playing the semantics game with me. It appears that this is where the real battle will begin. Of course it couldn't be that easy. Now then, if you will excuse me. Wait, what? I told you at the very beginning, didn't I? You only get one question! Oh, crap. Ambassador Alba, if you could just please give us a little bit more of your time. It doesn't matter what kind of a man Manny was. He was my subordinate, which is why I would like for us to figure out the real cause of his death. That is something for Babel to figure out, and something to which I have no relation to. Now he's even turning down a request from Ambassador Palaieno. I'm very sorry, but it seems that now even my voice falls on deaf ears. There's no need for you to apologize, Ambassador Palaieno. We have to find some way to stop him from leaving. It seems there are no further objections. In that case, please allow me to return home. Who said hold it? Who was it? Who was it? Who was it? Oh, here we go.
Hold it! Hold it right there, Ambassador Alba!
Okay.
Like I said, Mr. Edgeworth, the Yatagarasu's legacy will live on through me.
Yes, but how do you suggest we stop him from leaving?
You just leave that to me. Ambassador Alba, do you recognize this?
No. And why should I recognize that tattered old organizer? Wait. Where have I seen that before? Is that her dad's? Is that her dad's notebook?
That is a clue my father, Baron Faraday, left for us.
Did you say Baron Faraday? Mr. Faraday's organizer. Don't tell me. This is the one from the second KG-8 incident? The one in which he wrote about the Yatagarasu's key. Oh, what do you got, Kay?
Yes. This organizer belonged to the prosecutor you had Miss Yu kill 7 years ago.
I have no idea what you are talking about. You say that like it was related to me.
Inside this organizer, he wrote up every detail of every evil thing you did.
What an amusing little girl you are. But that sort of trickery won't work on me.
If you won't believe me, then take a look at this.
And what is that toy there? Oh, she's about to hologram him! That's...
This thievery device was used by the Yatagarasu. Or rather, by my father. 7 years ago, he used this when he snuck into this embassy.
What?
These two pieces of evidence that hold information the Yatagarasu dug up on you. If you go home now, I won't hesitate to send it all to Alabast, right behind you.
Little girl, get to the point.
I want you to go up against Mr. Edgeworth one more time. If you win, then I'll hand over these 2 pieces of evidence.
Yatagarasu. Ever the thorn in my side. Kay, does that organizer really contain any information on his dirty dealings?
It's nothing case-breaking, really.
That it was just a bluff.
Even if it was, we still can't let all the info my father and Uncle Bad found go to waste. Plus, just the existence of Little Thief is troublesome enough for him.
Those 2 pieces, aren't they keepsakes of your father?
It's okay. I believe in Mr. Edgeworth. He'll come out on top in the end.
Kay.
When the going gets tough, somebody's gotta be there to put the wind back in your sails.
After all this time, you're still quite the feisty one. I applaud your powerful nature. I'd refuse to lose this too. Ambassador Alba, you won't be returning home until you give us further testimony. How dare you all, barring a person like me! Ambassador Alba, your testimony, if you please. All right, but this is the absolute last. Then, even if you use all the power of Ambassador Palleano's office, you won't stop me. I can't let this opportunity Kay has created for me go to waste. No! Pause ads! Pause ads! Not now! Not now! Not like this! Alright, part 2. The last time I met with Mr. Cochin was here, at the Theatrum Neutralis. After that, I was in Alabast the rest of the time, as I stated earlier. In any case, I did not see Mr. Cochin again after that. So you see, there is no time span in which I could have killed him. Wouldn't you agree? Now, since you people were practically begging, I will allow you to question me.
What an arrogant old man!
Yes, but no matter. We can't allow this chance to escape us. I will warn you, though. You've reached the end of my patience. Waste my time with any inane questions, and you will be punished. So any needless pressing or presenting will hurt our case. In that case, the only thing you can do is to present the correct evidence. Understood? Of course. I don't intend to let him intimidate me. I know Mr. Cochin was killed before he returned to Babel. In which case, there is only one statement to which I need to present the evidence. There's a lot of legalese floating around in my chat right now. Reasonable doubt, circumstantial evidence. Legal Eagle has entered the chat. Yeah. It's one of those one shot, one kill sort of situations. But I think I know what to do here. The last time I met with Mr. Cochin was here at the Theatrum Neutralis. Alright, let me check something here. Taken at the Theatrum Neutralis, the murder weapon can be seen. I mean, yeah, this is the only way. This is the only way, right? Stumpy has good insight. Don't blame us for disgust. No, I'm not blaming nothing. I'm not blaming nobody. My chat is full of smarties. I got smart, clever people in my chat. I'm totally fine with it. And yes, you're right. Stumpy does have very good insight. Sometimes. All right. If the last time he met was in the Theater Neutralis, there would be no need for him to hide that bouquet. To hide the knife in the bouquet. Nah, I'm calling you out on this, dude. I'm calling you out on this. Objection!
Objection!
I'd like you to take a look at this picture. It's a rather nice picture, isn't it? It was to commemorate the restoration of relations between our nations. Oh, it's commemorative, all right. One that captures the proof I need to show that it was you who committed the murder. Come again? This is the knife that killed Mr. Cochin. Ah, I see you recognize it as well. I see you recognize it. As well you should. For it was you who brought it to this theater. You hid it in amongst the flowers you were to give to the Steel Samurai. Meaning that you killed Manny Cochin here at the theater! It's time for me to catch my flight.
Objection!
We're not through yet!
Objection!
It's game over for you, Mr. Edgeworth. Why? You just get to decide it's over now? Little punk? But I thank you for the entertainment. No matter how passionately you orate, the end result will still be the same. I won't be returning to this country ever again. That's right. This man is an ambassador. He has extraterritorial rights. No matter how hard we chase after him, we won't be able to have him tried in court. No! No! This is like the third time you guys have given up. Hello, Cole! Welcome, welcome! Thanks so much for tuning in! Yes! It's Gay Lawyer Sunday with our favorite prosecutor, Miles Edgeworth! But right now, our boy's in a tight spot! Our boy's in a tight spot with this jerkwad of an ambassador! Thank you so much for tuning in. Hope you stick around for the ending. We're almost done with the first game, I think. I say that they could be dragging this out for like another hour or so. We'll see. Yes, that's exactly the face you should be making. The face of a worthless cur. Now then, ladies and gentlemen, I must bid you farewell. The court. Is there no one who can lay a finger on this man? Is this really the end?
Knuckle back!
Oh! Yeah! Bro! No way! You get your own fucking CG! Excuse my French. Oh, yeah! Oh, my boy is back. My boy is back. Oh, I love it. Of course. There was no way they couldn't. There was no way they couldn't bring Lei in the finale. Come on. Let me get the hearts out of the way. The hearts will be later. Agent Lang! Sorry to keep you waiting, Mr. Prosecutor. Get out of my way! My plane is scheduled to take off soon! Sorry, but you're not going anywhere, Mr. Alba. I'm through playing games with you people. You can't touch me. If you do, it would spark an international incident, Agent Lang.
Thank you for the applause, Sleepy.
Sorry, but no, it wouldn't. Punch his lights out then! What? Hey, Mr. Prosecutor. Good job holding the fort down until I got back. So, Mr. Alba, your diplomatic immunity has just been revoked. Boom! Gotcha! What do you mean, revoked? Spare me this nonsense and let me through! Lang Ji says, before aiming for the throat, chew the neck shield off first. Interpol headquarters and the Imperial household of the Kingdom of Alabast took a while to get things rolling, but they finally moved on it. The Imperial household? What have you done? You have been relieved of your duties as ambassador, Mr. Alba. Yeah! Oh. Busted! That's our boy! That's our boy! Thank you, Lang! Effective today, effective right now! And you have Mr. Prosecutor's videotape to thank for this.
The video that Yatagarasu protected?
Okay, there is gonna be an unavoidable ad break coming up. I'll try to pause when it happens, guys. I've been delaying it long enough. You can't be arrested simply because you're an ambassador. In that case, I thought I would strip you of that title. You underestimate me, a descendant of the founder of detainment philosophy, Lang Ji. 4,000 years of deeply entrenched connections and networks around the world have really paid off. Oh! He became so disheartened he became an old man again! Look at him! Look at him all hunched over now! Can't be! I don't believe this! My ambassadorship has been revoked! Looks like you're finally coming to grips with your new standing.
Looks like he's turned docile again!
He's probably in shock from the loss of his shield. What a shame. I had so wanted to use my whip on him. I wanted you to use your whip too, honey. Why is this happening to me? I'm just a hard-working, honest ambassador! Do you really think you can still pull that on us now? We've already ripped away the mask and seen you for who you really are, Mr. Alba. Honestly, a jerk. That's true. You know what? Yes, it is a Deus Ex Machina. It's a Deus Ex Machina sort of thing, but I'm fine with it, honestly. Honestly, I'm fine with it because my man Lang came back in like the big damn hero that he is. And yeah, we still have the other thing of he killed him on neutral territory. Are they even gonna bring that up, or are they just gonna be like, oh, guess what? He's no longer ambassador anymore, so that's good enough for us. I don't know. Let's see how this wraps up. Uh-oh. Okay, he's coming back. He's coming back. I'm not going to do the scream, but he's coming back.
No. I will not be stopped now!
He still intends to fight us?
So what if I am no longer an ambassador? You still don't have any evidence on me! The fact remains that you cannot arrest me!
I expected no less from you, the boss of the smuggling ring. Well, the rest is up to you, Mr. Prosecutor.
Understood. You say that I killed Mr. Cochin in the theater. But even if it's true that there was a knife in my bouquet, I left that bouquet in the theater. So anyone could have taken it out from there and used it, right? Besides, the claim that he was killed here itself is odd. After all, wasn't his body discovered in Babel? Are you claiming that I carried his body all the way over there? Preposterous!
Objection!
I'll be the one to prove whether it's preposterous or not. Ex-Ambassador Alba, are you ready? Because this is no game. This is war!
You really gonna hit him with a Bugs Bunny quote? All right, go off, my man. Go off. All right.
I killed Mr. Cochin in this theater using a knife that was stuck in my bouquet. I left that bouquet in the theater. Anyone could have taken the knife from there. Besides, Mr. Cochin's body was discovered in Babel, right? There is no way for me to have transported his body from the theater to Babel.
Oh, yes, there is. Oh, yes, there is, sir. I already know what I'm going to use.
Look, don't you think you've had enough fun with me? You've already stolen my ambassadorship for me. Would you have me surrender too?
You have no plans to ever return to this country, isn't that right? Did you know that a bunch of your subordinates are seeking asylum because of you?
As if I care.
Hey, Mr. Prosecutor, boot this guy out of the embassy and we can finally end everything.
I know, and I will give it my all to see that he leaves in handcuffs. Without the title of ambassador, he is just another witness. Yes, just another witness.
All right. What are we waiting for? Let's get this guy.
And get him good. I wonder if they understand that all I can do is present evidence to the testimony.
No, okay, no. Then everybody gassing this boy up is like, kick his ass. Edgeworth is just like,
I'm a prosecutor. What the bloody hell do you expect me to do?
I love everyone gassing Edgeworth up for no apparent reason. It's so good. Everyone loves Edgeworth. That's why. Everyone is getting so hype, and he's just like, guys, I'm just doing my job. WWE Raw Ace Attorney. Prosecutor off the top rope. Let's go. Oh, no, but you know what? Something in me does want to see Edgeworth throw hands. Just once, as a treat. Have him just knock somebody's lights out for funsies. Just so he can do it. I mean, out of the two, Edgeworth and Phoenix, we know Phoenix is the fighter. He's the one who got in the Marvel vs. Capcom. So we know that Phoenix can absolutely throw hands. But I want to see Miles. Miles deserves some violence. Just a little bit. Just as a treat. Borrow Francisca's whip and just go to town on a dude. I would love to see it. Anyway, alibi. All right. Let's go. Let's get him. I already know what the problem is here. I already know what it is. The minute he said it, I knew something was up. Where is it? Where is it? At the very end here. No way for me to have transported ball hockey! You totally took him in the push cart! Actually, I just realized something. Wouldn't this make Larry an accessory to murder? If he carted Cochin's body in, like, would that make him an accessory to murder? Is Larry gonna get arrested? Oh well, you know what? It's not important right now. It's not important. It's fine. We'll figure it out later. We'll get right to defend him. Whatever. Let's go. Objection!
Objection!
Actually, I do believe there was a way to transport the body out of the theater. Perhaps you should give this a look. What is that supposed to be? It's footage from a security camera that captured the state of the immigration area. Should I congratulate you on getting your hands on it? Just letting you know that we are not the only ones watching your every movement. Well, thank you for the warning. Now, if you could take a good look at this section here. This lump here inside the pushcart. Do you know what's causing it? Should I? Because I don't. In that case, allow me to enlighten you. This is the cause of the unnatural lump under the cloth in the pushcart.
It's Cochin's dead body!
What is the meaning of showing me that? It's to say that the unnatural budge in the pushcart is Mr. Cochin's body. You had the steel samurai wheel his body away from the real crime scene! What a guess! But I wonder if you have any evidence to support it. I admit, for now, it is a hypothesis. However, if you can't prove it, then I'm afraid I must be on my way. I don't have any more time to play with you people.
You're not an ambassador anymore! Where do you get off throwing your weight around that doesn't exist? Freaking old man! Yeah!
Everyone! Everyone is here! I blew out the mic, I'm sorry. Everyone is here! Bye-bye! Bye-bye! They're all my boys. They're all my boys. All of them. All of them. Code Unite! Code Unite! Let's go! Oh, I love it. I love it. Alba is legit the worst villain. Yeah, no, screw Alba. I am so beyond done with this old man. Oh my god! Let's go! Let's go!
I'm sorry I took so long, Mr. Edgeworth, sir!
Gummy!
Detective Gumshoe. Is that the Steel Samurai's pushcart? Yes, sir! I found it in the open-air stage area! So, that's where you went. The detective spirit that Pops left me with! I thought I'd follow my gut and go with it, sir! So, Mr. Edgeworth, is this worth anything to the case? Yes. It just might play a major role in solving this case, detective. But something isn't right. I thought that the entire samurai family was an alabast.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What's the problem here?
Where exactly in the open age stage area did you find this pushcart? I found it just lying there on the edge of the stage, sir. Oh? Well, let's leave that for now and examine the inside, detective. Yes, sir!
Oh, there we go! I mean, I'd say that's pretty definitive.
It's blood! This must be Mr. Cochin's blood, which only goes to prove that Mr. Cochin's body was indeed transported by this pushcart.
Oh, we're close. We're close. Alba should have been arrested far earlier. Von Karma, Morgan, Dahlia are all believable and well-written villains. They also don't overstay their welcome. Yeah, I kind of get what you're saying. I do feel like Yu is a much better villain than Alba is. I can totally understand the need for her to be the main bad guy here, but you know, this is what we were given. This is what we were given. I know that 5 and 6 also have like some major issues, and 4 too, I believe. Apollo Justice also has some like major story issues, but we'll get to all of that when we do the Apollo Justice trilogy next year. Possibly next year. We'll see.
I believe you understand what this means, correct? You killed Mr. Cochin at this theater, and then placed his body inside the pushcart. And then you forced the Steel Samurai to unwittingly move the body for you. I forced him to move the body into Alabast? What nonsense! Why would I bother to do such a thing? You were scheduled to make a speech in Alabast, meaning it was difficult for you to make a stop in Babel. However, what if you moved the body to Alabast? Because it was your embassy, you could keep an eye on it, and tamper with the evidence. And then you smuggled it out of Alabast! No! If I can show how you moved the body from Alabast to Babel, then I win. But you can't! The security between the two countries is incredibly tight! I'll be the one to judge whether I can or cannot prove it. And so I ask you to provide us with testimony regarding your movements after your return to Alabast. Miles Edgeworth, have you figured it out? Do you know how the body was moved? To be honest, I have nothing to support my hypothesis at this time. However, I don't believe I've made a mistake in my logic up to this point, which means there's no question that can't be answered, right? The primitive statue was smuggled successfully through a brief flight through the air. So why shouldn't there be an answer as to how the body was moved? Which means that there must be a logic flaw somewhere I can exploit.
All right, let's see what we can find.
After I returned to Alabast, I had my picture taken with the Steel Samurai, shaking hands. Then just as I was about to start my speech, the Yatagarasu appeared. I feared for the national treasure, so I raced back to my office.
And that's it, huh?
Is that all? Yes, that's all.
He's hiding something.
Objection!
It looks like you left out a few things, such as the murder of Damask II. Furthermore, you left out the part about meeting with me in your office.
Ah, those trifling matters. I don't believe I need to speak of those things again. I do so hate to waste time.
You're literally wasting all of our time, my dude!
What? You. Is not every life precious? Do you really need me to answer that for you? People like you cannot be allowed to wander freely through society! Then you better try harder, because I doubt you'll find a single contradiction.
Hey, what's up, NSM? Welcome, welcome. Thanks so much for tuning in.
This guy is seriously getting under my skin, so we're gonna try and knock him out tonight. Today, whatever time it is, I don't know anymore.
Ugh, he's really full of himself, isn't he?
Yes, he is. How can he be so confident at a time like this? Come, don't be shy. Go ahead. Ask whatever you'd like.
All right. After I return to Alabast, I'm just gonna press everything because I'm not sure what to do here.
So why was it only with the Steel Samurai? I thought the Pink Princess was also around. The Pink Princess was suffering from a bad hip at the time, and the doctors recommended that she rest.
Wow, you do have a soft side after all.
The pain of a bad hip. I suppose none of you can really understand how it feels.
Old people unity, huh?
Oh, so you tend to strain your back as well, huh?
But isn't that just because you're normally all hunched over? He did need to keep up the act no matter what, I suppose. The point of this is not to discuss my back problems! For about 15 minutes after our handshake, I was in my office preparing for the speech.
Just as I was about to start my speech, Yatagarasu appeared.
That Yatagarasu was just a trick that you had set up! A most amusing joke. And how do you propose that I set it up? If you really want to know, I can explain in detail for you. You arranged the spotlights in the Rose Garden so that when you were to take the stage, the audience would see the Yatagarasu's shadow. Oh, that is an interesting tale. Sadly, it has nothing to do with me. You! What's it gonna take for you to fess up to anything? Very well then, let's move on to a different question. After the Yatagarasu appeared, what was the state of the Rose Garden? Everyone took refuge inside the embassy. I even helped with the effort. And then, once everyone was inside, well...
I feared for the National Treasure, so I raced back to my office.
And what happened after you returned to your office? I don't want to keep on repeating this. However, upon my return, I had that stroke of bad luck and bumped into Mask Man.
Objection!
And I don't want to keep on repeating this either. But his name was Demask II. Who cares what he was called? By the time he got to the Primadou statue that he was supposed to steal, it had already been swapped for the fake. Talk about an unlucky man being bludgeoned to death with a fake statue.
Oof, Miss Von Karma's really letting her whip fly now.
I think the scary part is her silence while she's doing it. She must be at the limit of her patience as well. The physical attacks are meaningless here. Only evidence will suffice. I can't find a single flaw in his argument. At this rate, I won't be able to prove that he's actually guilty of anything.
Yeah, we're also out of patience here. Oh my god. Can we please just get this guy to confess and move on with our day? Please, God!
Are we finished here? Myers Edgeworth, can you not come up with how the body was moved to Babel? Sir!
Mr. Edgeworth!
Even after proving so much, is he gonna get away with it? Is this the end?
Who's gonna come in now? Oh my god. Who is it now? Oh god! I need a minute, guys. I need a minute. I need a minute. Are you really gonna bring them into this too? Oh, brother. Oh, brother. Hold on a second. I need a minute. I need a minute here. Yeah, no, mind grade incoming. Oh, brother. All right, I guess we're doing this now. Oh, boy. All right. All right, so this is clearly Larry as the Steel Samurai. So, yeah, team losers, here we go. I guess it really can't be a Code Unite unless everybody is here, huh?
It would be a great honor if you would allow us to be your allies in battle!
Evil magistrate! It is time for you to pay! It's the Steel Samurai?!
No! You are mistaken! For I am Steel Samurai Daddy! Married man of Neo Tokyo! And this is...
Princess Mommy. I can't even. Oh, no. Hello. This is... Oh, boy. Here we go.
Yoo-hoo! Edgy Poo!
Ah! The two people that I wanted to see the least! Larry! What are you two doing here?
Hey, way to show your gratitude, Edgy. We just wanted to help. Yeesh. I'm gonna get the bad guy, but...
Go away!
Oh, how can you be so mean to us, Edgy Poo? All three of us came to lend a hand, and this is how you treat us?
Well, isn't this grand? When I see they managed to find the Iron Infant.
Does that really matter right now?
Hey! Is it just me, or is the Iron Infant completely soaked?
Huh? Oh, yeah. I found him in Babel, but he was in the middle of the pool.
Wait a second. Larry, go back to what you just said.
Huh? Oh,
It appears that we made it not that far back!
Princess Mommy may have this. No. We're not doing anything with that. Wipe it from your memory. Also, hello, Gabe. Welcome. Thanks for tuning in.
Something about finding the Iron Infant in Babel? And he found it in a pool? I don't recall there being one in Babel.
Oh, that. Well, I was in Alabas the whole time, so I have no idea how the Iron Infant wound up in Babel. I thought I lost him in the Rose Garden, but I guess maybe this cute kid can swim, huh?
Wait, what? Larry, you lost the Iron Infant in the Rose Garden? Are you sure about that?
Yeah, I'm sure, but I found him in...
And that's enough, Larry!
No, this is not Alabasta from King Hearts. No.
The Iron Infant that Larry lost managed to move between the two countries. Furthermore, the Iron Infant was found soaked in the middle of a pool? This is what I've been looking for. It's another smuggling route between the countries! The key to the route the Iron Infant took to travel from Alabas to Babel is...
I mean, the only one that makes sense here is bilateral symmetry.
That's right. This embassy was built with bilateral symmetry in mind. Detective Gumshoe! Yes, sir? There is a location I wish for you to examine post-haste. It is where I believe the route used to smuggle Mr. Cochin's body lies. Does something like that really exist, sir? An embassy built on bilateral symmetry, meaning that this is where we need to examine.
So, if there's a pool here, then by bilateral symmetry, it's got to be right here, right?
Take that!
Yes, sir! And I'll be back before you know it! It's too late! It doesn't matter now what you do, it's all a waste of time! You will stay here with us and wait.
Yeah, that's right. You're not an ambassador anymore, punk.
This is Edgeworth. Mr. Edgeworth! It's here, sir! There's a reservoir here, just like in the Rose Garden!
Oh, so there we go. That's what the open air stage was all about.
Just as I suspected.
What is it?
The two sides of this embassy are mirror images of one another, which means that there is also a pool at the corresponding location on the Babalese side. Mr. Cochin's body was moved into Babel through the pool in Alabast.
Objection!
Avoiding the topic with a vague answer like that is unbecoming of a prosecutor. If you don't mind, I'd like to see more physical proof, if you have any.
We just saw it! What the hell? They literally just shelled the pool where Gumshoe was standing!
I think the review of this case sums up the main problem with... They just have the villain decide... No, yeah, you're right! No, they decide you haven't actually won for no real reason. This is like, you didn't win! You didn't win! No! Ugh! God! I am so done with this old man! Also, hello, Retrix! Welcome, welcome! Yes! We are playing the finale of the first Ace Attorney Investigations game. Right now, though, I am very, very fed up with our villain here, who is not on screen right now. Obviously, this is my lovely Edgeworth, but Alba is legitimately Goku Black, and that is not a compliment. No, it's not. Oof.
The Iron Infant is positively soaked in water. Why do you think that is? It's because he was fished out of a pool. And not just any pool. It was the Babalese one. I think it's pretty obvious at this point what must be true. The water reservoirs in the two courtyards are connected.
Objection!
And where is your proof that the two sides are connected?
Oh my God, really, dude?
Objection!
The proof is right there before your eyes. The half-drowned Iron Infant! This blasted doll! Mr. Edgeworth, I'm back! Hey! Don't tell me... Aw, you guys figured everything out without me? We did, thanks to this hero of justice's son. Even if he is just a doll, he's managed to help foil the villain. Hey, Mr. Prosecutor. Look, I don't want to say this, but it's kind of unlikely that the body just happened to have passed on through the Babel.
Oh my God, come on! Like, I thought you were on our side, dude!
This guy's a doll and he's small, so I can believe it made it. But... he has a point.
Yeah, go. Okay, so that is like, I haven't really brought it up too much in this playthrough, because I've been so focused on the plot and doing the voices, and everything. But I love to death these sprites, the new chibi sprites. I love the artwork. I love how animated and cute they are. It's wonderful. It's wonderful. I'm more focused on the plot right now, but it's so good. It's so good.
Yes, that's right. I'm glad someone here understands. Mr. Edgeworth, are you going to next propose that a dead body can swim through a pipe? You see, Mr. Prosecutor, our chase after this man is far from over. Lang.
Why is he helping Mr. Alba out now?
He's not. He's realized the flaw in my argument and is helping to move the logic along. In which case, I should return the favor and find an answer. And another thing, Mr. Cochin's body was found in his office in Babel. So what happened to his body after it was transported to the open-air stage? Mr. Alba had an accomplice in Babel, remember? You mean Sheena, right? With her there, you can see how it was possible to move the body up to the office. Are you seriously claiming that she swam through the connected pipe with the body?
He's right. Miss Sheena would have drowned if she did that.
It's hard to imagine that she swam through the connecting pipe. It looks like your hypothesis about how the body was moved is still only half-baked. In the end, it's all just the befuddled musings of an accusatory man.
Again, yes, I love all these sprites. They do all look really good.
Now then, I believe you should give up and allow me passage. Because from the start, there was no feasible method of transporting the body. What? Mr. Prosecutor, recall Sheena's movements. What was happening in the embassy around the times Miss Sheena was in Babel?
If only there was a way to get rid of the water in the pool!
Get rid of the water? Ah. That's it!
I think I know. I think I know, but I'm not 100% sure, but I have a hunch. Because I do remember what was going on when Sheena was in Babel. If I'm correct on this, I think I know how the water was drained and how the body could have been moved.
Now, I believe this time we really are done, right? Unfortunately for you, it's far from over, Mr. Alba. You are a most persistent man. Are you saying that you've thought of a way to move the body through the water? Move the body through the water? That is completely unrelated to how it was done. Excuse me? The reason I say that is because there wasn't any water there at the time. What do you mean there wasn't any water? Just what it sounds like. Tonight's events made it possible to drain the water, allowing the body to be moved.
Why else? Why else would you need a whole bunch of water? Why else would you need a whole bunch of water? It's gotta be the fires.
Tonight, the Yotagarasu set fire to a variety of locations in the Babalese embassy. In order to put the fires out, much of the reservoir's water was used. Of course, when the water was used, the reservoir's water level went down. If enough water was drained, the connecting pipe could be used to traverse the border. So what? The water level went down. The reservoirs were connected. Does any of this matter? You can't prove any of it. Pretending to be ignorant won't work with me. We both know what kind of situation we're in right now. Even in a game, there comes a critical game-changing moment. A moment in which you hit a wall that you must overcome in order to beat the game. I haven't lost yet!
Oh my god, give up already, you old man! You pitiful old man, you're driving me insane!
I have found the route you used to smuggle the body, and that route will lead to your defeat. Even if all the water was used by the firefighting efforts, I still can't really call
Objection!
that
Oh, God. Yes, thank you. Thank you. Hey, Tyron, what's up? Thanks so much for tuning in. Thank you, thank you. We are going through what has got to be the most frustrating case I've ever encountered in an Ace Attorney game. The most frustrating enemy I have ever dealt with. Like, this guy is, like, way worse than Larry ever was.
I know that. I should have figured out that you would notice.
Save? Save now? Alright, I'm gonna save now. I've been told to save. I want Miles to be like... No, I'm not doing... No autoplay. No! Okay, we're fine. Because I need to gripe. Yeah. I want Miles to be like,
Good God, is this what I put Phoenix through in every trial?
actually, you know what? No. That was exactly how he reacted in Bridge to the Turnabout. When he was acting as a defense attorney. I think at several points he was just like,
Dear God, is this what Wright goes through every time?
you know, it was a nice bonding moment. He got to understand his boyfriend a little bit better. He got to understand what his boyfriend went through. It was a nice little bonding moment for them. Yes, for those of you wondering, the Wrightworth brain rot is still alive and well. No! Alright, fine. I can't help it! They're perfect for each other! This is not even the good guy. No, it's fine! It's fine! I gotta have something to cheer me up through this. I gotta have something to cheer me up through this mess of an antagonist. Thank you very much for the spray, Gabe.
I'll have you know that those pools are extremely deep. And there are no ladders or footholds along the wall either. It would be difficult for Shina to hold the body and climb up out of the pool. Ladders or footholds along the wall? There was no need for such things.
If SGG is deluded by romantic men, spray her or snap her with a finger. I saw the Again? No! Dude, it's not my fault, alright? Gorgeous anime men have been my weakness ever since I was a teenager, okay? And you give me smart and tragic anime men as well as them being hot, I'm doomed, okay? This was bound to happen. No matter when I got into it. Thank you for this spray.
If one were to use a certain something, they could go up or down in the pool as well. They could go up or down in the pool at will.
Oh, looks like you got an answer already. Well, what are you waiting for, Mr. Prosecutor? Enlighten us already.
The way in which Miss Shina and the body were able to rise up to ground level. If there was a way to control the water level, that could be the way the body was moved.
Okay, not to drag out this case anymore. But wouldn't Shina have been like dripping wet if this was actually what was happening? She was dry as a bone unless she had a change of clothes somewhere. Anyway, just a slight hole in your logic, sir. This was used. The only thing that makes the littlest bit of sense is the fountain spouts. So let's go with this.
Take that!
Mr. Alba used the fountain spouts. In a manner of speaking. He used the fountain spouts? How so? The water level in the pools can be controlled by opening and closing the spouts. Miss Shinar and the body were lifted upward by their buoyancy in water. The fires on the Babalier side and the firefighting efforts. These were set in motion all for the sake of smuggling Mr. Cochin's body.
Okay, no. Hold it! That is nobody else's hold it but my own.
Shina would have been soaked. She would have been drenched if this was the case.
But we saw her.
She was dry as a bone. How do you explain her being completely dry?
Objection!
Yes, thank you. If we were to play Smash or Pass with Hades and Ace Attorney, you would sure as shit smash all of them. You're probably not wrong. You know, I am kind of toying with the idea of doing a Smash or Pass, like as like a around Valentine's Day special. So that is a very definite possibility. Maybe I do it with like viewer submissions and be like, send me anime men's and I will tell you, or video game men's. I'm not that picky, and I'll tell you whether I smash or pass them. That might be something fun to do for around Valentine's Day. Let's put a pin in that, and I'll come back to that later. I may come back to that later. That's actually not a bad idea.
Shall I show you where the final destination of my train of logic leads? First, Mr. Alba closed the fountain spouts in advance, in preparation of things to come. Then, he took the push cart that was brought to the Rose Garden and pushed it, along with the Iron Infant and Mr. Cochin's body into the pool. At this time, Miss Shinar was busy conveniently starting the first fire in Babel. She then made for the open-air stage's pool to wait for the firefighting effort to begin. When the firefighters used the water in that pool, the water level went down. And by the time the fire was put out, the pipes between the two pools was exposed. This is when she pushed the pushcart from Alabast into Babel. Once that was accomplished, Mr. Alba simply opened the fountain spouts once more.
Yeah, see? Look! Look, she would be drenched! She would be drenched here! Unless she was, like, standing in the pushcart as it was going up. There's no way that this would have worked.
Also, I hear an ice cream truck and I'm very distracted right now.
And the water levels rose up to its original levels, along with Miss Shinar and the body. After that, Miss Shinar used the pushcart to carry the body up to the Secretariat's office. There was an elevator in the embassy after all, so you see, even with her small frame, she could have easily transported Mr. Cochin's body. And that wraps up my thorough explanation of how the body was moved.
I'm not even bothering giving this guy a breakdown. Until I know for sure it's the final breakdown, I'm not giving him a breakdown to spare my voice.
Well, ex-Ambassador Alba, what do you think? Not so untouchable without your precious extraterritorial rights to protect you, are you?
I knew you could do it, Mr. Edgeworth! Way to fight back!
Objection!
Oh my god, come on!
You accuse me of moving the body across country lines? But when you get down to the nitty-gritty, you don't have what it takes to indict me!
The nitty-gritty? What's this old man want now?
Proof, I believe, is what he seeks. Yes, proof. Without any, who's to say whether or not any of what you said really happened?
He wants proof now? What are we gonna do, Mr. Edgeworth?
There's no need to worry. I've had all the proof we need all along. The body wasn't the only thing to go through the pool's connecting pipes tonight. Just as Detective Gumshoe found the pushcart in the open-air stage area, so too did I find one other item there. And that piece of evidence is what will prove that the pools were the smuggling route. This was another thing that was smuggled over to Babble's open-air stage area.
All right, let's see. What is it? It wasn't a note. It wasn't the spear. It wasn't the samurai dogs. Why do we still have this? We haven't touched the samurai dogs yet. Oh my god, how much more of this do I have? Wait, what did I just say? What did I just say? No, go back. Found at the open air stage area. Is this what he's talking about? Going for it!
And what exactly is this? You have no idea, do you? This little piece that I found on the Babalese side will be your undoing. A guitar pick. Would you care to explain how that's going to do me in, as it were? Much to your chagrin, perhaps, but this is not a guitar pick. What? This is something I found at the open-air stage, which was transported with the body. I naturally assumed that you would recognize it, since you took a photo with it after all. But since you don't, allow me to show you what this fragment from the stage area belongs to.
It's part of the knife!
Let us take a good look at the murder weapon that was used to kill Manny Cochin. On the handle of this knife, there is a beautifully blooming flower. However, it would appear that it is missing a single petal.
Wasn't the petal missing in the photo too, though? Oh boy. I hate that I'm pointing this out, but it was missing in the petal too.
Now, let's see what happens when we try and fit this pick into that open slot.
It's a perfect fit!
I assume that the petal must have fallen off of the flower during Mr. Cochin's murder. And then it was accidentally placed into the pushcart, along with Mr. Cochin's body. That's an interesting story, but nothing more. Oh, I assure you, it is more than just a story. Because for some odd reason, this flower petal was wet when I found it. It was wet, you say? Yes. And the only place that I could have gotten wet from is the open-air stage's pool! Now I ask you, how did a part of the weapon which was smuggled into the theater wind up in the open-air stage on the Babalese side of the embassy? I don't think I need to waste any words explaining this, as this petal explains it all for me. It proves that someone went from the Rose Gardens pool on through into Babel! Impossible! The people of Zhangfa have been waiting to see you. Face to face, Mr. Alba. I'll tell everyone back home we'll be there soon. You should be happy. Why? Why? It's a little late to be asking that question. You should have known from the very beginning, when you took your first life. No matter how you may plot, or how you may try to cover it all up, you can never hide from your crime and what you've done. Because we're here to see to it that justice is served to people like you. You.
Oh my god! Bro, please!
You can't call what you've given a perfect argument!
You know, I don't think this guy is ever going to admit to his wrongdoings, Mr. Edgeworth. because he values himself above all else. People who can't be negotiated with, or people who refuse to admit when they've lost. I don't believe those kinds of people really exist because everyone breaks eventually.
You're right. In that case, I have no choice but to use all of the evidence I have. I'll use it all until he breaks under the weight of his crimes. Mr. Alba, I request that you testify once more. This really will be the end of the line.
To be continued!
Excuse me one moment, guys. One moment, please. Excuse me.
No, 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 no!
Hang on 1 second. I just need to get a pillow. Just need to get a pillow. And, hold on. One moment, please. Okay, we're fine. Pillow goes away now. Sorry, just needed to get that scream out. We're okay. We're fine. We can do this, guys. We have got to be... Surely, they cannot drag this out for much longer. Look, it says here, the final testimony. We're almost done. We're almost done, guys. God is my witness. We are almost done. No, after these messages. We're moving on. We're going forward. We're going for it. Did I save? Did I save? Wait. I'm saving again. I'm saving again because I'm paranoid now. I'm paranoid. Okay, we saved. We're fine. All right. Oh, Jesus, we've been at this for an hour. Oh, boy. March 15th, 3:33 a.m., Theatre Neutralis lobby. This is the longest night in Edgeworth's life. Yes, exactly what you said, sir. We are ending this so we don't have to deal with this in 2025. We can go straight to the new one next year. Ah! All right, let's do this.
Mr. Alba, I request that you testify once more. As if there's anything else for me to testify about! I still have yet to fully prove that it was Mr. Alba who murdered Mr. Cochin. I would like to hear about your movements before the murder occurred. I wonder if you could tell us about what you did here at the Theatre Neutralis.
Trust me, people say Prosecutor's Gambit is much, much better. I can't wait! I can't wait!
Very well. I suppose I could tell you about that. Because about all I did was watch the Steel Samurai stage show. Elaborating on even that alone is good enough for me. The only way for me to place this man under arrest is to pinpoint the exact location of where the murder took place. Well, that is the key to the investigation.
All right, the Steel Samurai show. Here we go. Yeah, that's the final victory music. That's it right there. That's the good music. That's the good music there.
I watched from the last row. The stage was well lit, but it was dark out in the audience. I swear I was there in the audience. But it is hard to prove that, I suppose. I do remember the contents of the show very well, though. Is that proof enough for you? Those moving scenes were seared into this old man's heart. I'll never forget them. So you were in the theater proper, watching the Steel Samurai stage show, were you? Of course I was. I have a great fondness for the Steel Samurai. Yeah, I was pretty cool up there, wasn't I? You're not the one who was cool. It's the Steel Samurai who's cool.
Even in this dire situation, Miles being a freaking
freaking Steel Samurai fanboy will never cease to amuse me. Freaking nerd.
Yeah, and the Steel Samurai special finishing move today was really something, huh?
Huh? Oh, hey, Edgy, who's she? Who is this super cute girl?
She's 17, you sick fuck! Get away from her!
She's been standing here this whole time, and only now you notice her! Her name is Kay Faraday, and she's helping me in my investigation.
Oh, sorry I didn't get to introduce myself earlier, but better late than never.
Yeah, so, Kay?
Why is he shouting his last name?
I'm Larry Blood! Silence in the peanut gallery! There's no time for such trivialities at a time like this!
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Francisca, for intervening.
Mr. Prosecutor, this is the final battle. You got that? I know. This is the end. For that man there. Now that's the kind of thing I like to hear. I think I'll give trusting you a try, Mr. Prosecutor. Or rather, Mr. Edgeworth.
Oh, he said our name! He said our name, guys! This is a defining moment in our relationship! Don't get me wrong, I am Rightworth all the way. But you cannot tell me that these two did not have a fling at some point. You cannot tell me with this sort of chemistry, they absolutely got up to something after all this. I guarantee you that's what happened. And if he shows up in Prosecutor's Gambit, it's gonna be more proof. What happens in Vegas? No. It's more like what happens in Alabast stays in Alabast. Oh, that's or Babel, whichever embassy they decide to get to. I don't know. Oh God, we got another ad break coming up. All right, well, we'll I'll try to delay it.
I leave this critical battle up to you, Mr. Edgeworth. Have no fear. I will finish the job. This really is the end game.
How many times have we said that in this playthrough? We've said this like 5 or 6 different times now. Is this actually the end, or are you just gonna jerk our chain around some more?
The time has come to expose every last one of Mr. Alba's lies.
All right. I think I know what I need to do here. I watched from the last row, okay? I swear I was there in the audience. I do remember the contents. Let's press this. Let's see how much he actually knows.
Well, I remember the contents of the show as well myself. Oh, that's nice.
That's nice!
Miles Edgeworth, don't allow yourself to be riled up at this important juncture! I wasn't planning to let him. Well, if you ask me, I think I'm the biggest Steel Samurai expert around here. And didn't you think the climactic scene of today's show was just totally awesome? Yes, I remember that well. And that spectacular special move. The way you delivered the final blow against the evil magistrate. Early summer rain jab. Oh, that scene will live on in my heart forever. Huh? Is that how it went? I totally forgot about that. How can you forget your own special moves? That's the special attack the Steel Samurai uses when he's using the Samurai Spear! Yes, and today was the first time they showed it off, was it not? If I hadn't watched the show, then how could I answer you with the name of the move? I suppose you are correct. But if you could, please elaborate on this point for me.
Wait. Didn't they say that something went screwy with this? Didn't they say something went screwy with this move? Hold on. Ah, he couldn't do it! He couldn't do it! I knew Something was off with that! Objection! The special move today was the early summer rain jab. Is that your final answer?
Objection!
You little irritating gnat! Do you think you can trip me up by asking the same question over and over? That was not my intention. Your testimony is more than sufficient. However, I believe it would be wise for you to take a look at this. The samurai spear? What about it? This spear actually never made it on stage today. Excuse me?
God, I do love that cocky little shrug is so good.
Unfortunately for you, tonight's Steel Samurai happened to be a goof of a young man with an abundance of useless hot-bloodedness.
Huh?
Having said that, said useless man bent the spear during his rehearsal this evening. Kay, do you remember what the Steel Samurai special move was tonight?
It was the Steel Samurai Sushi Slash!
Correct. Because he couldn't use the spear, a last-minute change was made. Had you really been watching the show, you would have known the move that was used. Kiasa Salva! You didn't watch even a minute of the Steel Samurai stage show tonight, did you? So if he wasn't watching the show tonight, then it opens up the possibility that he was busy killing Mr. Cochin instead! So where were you during the show? I demand an answer, now!
Oh my god, dude, please.
Just what is so funny? You're so sloppy. And so are your conclusions. I still insist that I watch the show. Or most of it, in any case. What do you mean, most of it? You see, during the show, I left my seat for a spell to visit the bathroom. I assume that was when that dramatic scene was played out on stage. That is the lousiest, lamest excuse I've ever heard in my life, pal! Just because he got the name of the move wrong! Ugh. You can't really use that as proof he didn't watch the show at all! Ugh. As a fan of the Steel Samurai, I had wanted to watch the entire show. Honest. As a Steel Samurai fan, for someone who wasn't even in his seat for the climax of the show, you have no right to call yourself a Steel Samurai fan, ever!
That right there, ladies and gentlemen and folks in between, is what we call the rage of a fanboy. That is some legitimate fanboy rage there. Fueled partially by my irritation with this case. Hold it? Who said hold it?
Who was that just now?
Who's left? Wait! Oh god, it's Larry. Okay, never mind. I'm not worried anymore.
It would be I, young lady! Larry, what are you doing interrupting me like that? Edgy, please! Hold on for a second, I beg! You may never accept this old man as a Steel Samurai fan, but I totally think he's a Steel Samaniac! What exactly is a Steel Samaniac, pal? I believe he means to say Steel Samurai Maniac. Yeah, trust me, I know a real fan when I see one, because I'm the Steel Samurai. I will never acknowledge you as the true Steel Samurai! Oh, God.
What are you getting so worked up over, Mr. Edgeworth?
Don't worry, it's only his childhood hero. Actually, no, would it be childhood hero? Or is he just a big fan of the show? Because it was Signal Samurai when he was a kid, right?
Well, it appears that the real Steel Samurai recognizes me as a fan. As well he should, for I am a fan. It's not as though I missed the entire show. It was a most amazing show, filled with the spirit of the young and the young at heart.
Sarcasm dripping off his long wooden nose couldn't run any thicker.
Getting the name of the move wrong only proves that he didn't watch the last scene. What I really need here is something more definitive. Something that links Mr. Alba directly to the murder of Mr. Manny Cochin. Hey, you know what, Grips? You really are something else. I'm honored to receive such praise from the Steel Samurai. But what is it for? Well, I was just wondering how you found out about the early summer rain job. That move's a bit of a secret that only a small portion of the staff know about. Wait, it was a secret? Larry, wait! What did you say just now? Huh? Did I say something stupid again? Did you say that the early summer rain job was actually a secret? Well, maybe I shouldn't have said secret. It's more like, we only decided on the name of the move right before the start of the show.
Right before?
Yeah, the stage director was going nuts because we were supposed to debut the move. About 5 minutes before the show, we threw it up on the dressing room's whiteboard. Early summer rain jab! That's kind of how we decided the name of the move. But by that time, I'd already bent the spear, so I guess the whole thing was kind of pointless. All of you Steel Samurai actors are the same. The director has my complete sympathy. Long story short, because we changed the move to Sushi Slash, we kind of pretended early summer rain jab didn't exist at all. I mean, it'd be bad if somebody found out we had changed the move, so we made it a secret. So basically, a gag order was issued for publicity's sake.
It almost makes the early summer rain jab sound like a lost art.
Yeah, which is why I think most of the staff haven't even heard of the move. Hold those lips of yours still! What the heck, old man? I've done nothing but listen. And from what I can tell, it's all very unrelated to the case. It's also very tedious and a pointless exercise in wasting time, much like the kids' show. Mr. Alba, I believe the one who should be quiet now is you. How dare you! I suspect that you've already noticed exactly what the very severe implications are in this man's testimony. So now you're trying to bully me, huh? There are no implications to be read into a behind-the-scenes story of a kid's show. Don't even think about trying to slither your way out of this, Cassius Alba. You were the one who said it yourself, that the name of the move was Early Summer Rain Jab. But that name was only decided upon right before the show was about to start. So, just what are you driving at? That the name of the move you told us was never used in the show or said aloud. Now then, would you care to tell us about how you found out the name of that move? Because I can only think of one way you could have known. Cassius Alba, this is the only way you could have known the name of the special move.
He saw it. He musta.
You knew the name because you saw it. You saw it on the dressing room's whiteboard. The staff members who knew were keeping it a secret. So you couldn't have simply gone up to a staff member and asked. Which means that the only other option left is that you saw it on the whiteboard.
So that means that Mr. Alba was in there at some point, right?
But what's the big deal, sir? I don't see what that means. There is another piece of evidence that has a great deal to do with the dressing room. So we cannot afford to let this slide. This is related to both the dressing room and to Mr. Cochin's murder.
The only thing I can think of is the pushcart, because the pushcart was used in the show and also used to transport the body, right?
The pushcart that was used to move the body was right there in the dressing room. During the show, the pushcart awaited its turn to be pushed on stage in the dressing room. And it was finally pushed there, along with the Iron Infant, in the last scene of the show. And then, right after the show ended, it went into Alabast, along with the Steel Samurai. Which means that the only time the killer could have placed the body inside the pushcart was when the pushcart was in the dressing room backstage!
So basically, the killer had to be someone who visited the dressing room during the show!
Precisely.
Not even gonna bother that.
Oh, but wait, what if, and this is just a what if the murder took place right in the dressing room?
What do you mean, Kay? I have to admit, she brings up a valid possibility. During the show, the dressing room was supposed to be devoid of people. Slipping undetected into a private dressing room then would be simple as pie. The killer must have come up with some idea to move the body with the pushcart then, too. Correct. Thus making the theater's dressing room the ideal location for the murder of Manny Cochin.
We got him. We got him for sure, right? Right? It can't go much longer than this, right?
Casus Alba, during the show, you went down to the dressing room. And I want to know why. Yes. Yes, I was there. I went into the dressing room. I knew it! I'm placing you under arrest right now, pal! You got that? Arrest! Not so fast. What is it now? Don't I deserve a chance to explain myself? Explain? What is there to explain? I believe I told you earlier that I went to the bathroom. Well, I got lost when I did.
Bullshit, you did!
Well, I got lost when I did. I wanted to ask for directions. But when I opened the dressing room door, no one was inside. And that's when I saw the name of the move on the whiteboard. You punk! You're still trying to get out of this? Do you really think you can get away at this point?
Mr. Edgeworth, isn't there anything you can do to stop him?
I don't have enough evidence on hand to do anything. I don't have the airtight evidence I need to put this man away for good. But if that's what I need, then perhaps... Agent Lang, I believe an investigation of the dressing room in question is in order. It's possible we may find new evidence there. Yeah, if Mr. Edgeworth pokes around in there, I'm sure he'll find some new facts, pal.
Ooh, and if we use Little Thief, we may even learn something from a recreation.
We don't need to do any of that.
Huh? Wolfie? How could you?
I'm not saying this to be mean. It's just that we've already searched there. My men really are something else. And they found nothing? There's only one thing I can say to you, sis. And it's that they found nothing. That's it. I guess you're right. If they had found something, they would have reported it to us. They couldn't find anything because there was nothing to find.
And if there's no info to feed in the Little Thief, then I can't do much to help either.
Is this the end? The murder took place in this theater, which is not protected under extraterritorial rights. And the fact that it was Mr. Alba himself who committed the murder If I can't prove both statements to be true, Mr. Alba walks away a free man. Is there no other course of action left to us? It would appear that your hand of cards has turned out to be a bust. Now, if you will excuse me. Because of you people, I've missed my flight. Now I must make haste to arrange for a new one.
Who can it be now?
Who is it this time?
Oh, God, okay. She's got to say her thing, doesn't she?
You hold it right there, you whippersnappers!
First Larry and now you!
Oh, what is with that scary mobster-like scowl on your face, Edgy Poo? Don't treat me like I'm some sort of a nuisance!
You are, though.
I've been meaning to say this, but all of you keep talking about things I don't get at all! You're all leaving this lady in the sad, depressing, lonely dust I'm about to cry in!
Why did you have to speak up right at this instant?
But you know what, Edgy Poo? Cheer up, because I'm about to give you the most wonderful thing.
The most wonderful thing from you?
It's so super special that I couldn't give it away to just anyone you know. Oh, my special present of love to my sweet Edgy Poo. Are you ready? It's this!
Oh, God, it's more hot dogs. All right, no, don't tell me the hot dogs are the key. Don't tell me that the hot dogs are the key to solving this case. Don't let hot dogs be the thing that solves this case. I am begging you.
Oh, God. It's a box of them samurai dogs, right?
Oh, Edgy Poo. Here, go on and eat one and you'll feel as right as rain.
No. No one wants this. No one wants this.
Are we through here?
Why did everyone get so quiet all of a sudden? Edgy Poo, tell me you understand the depth of this lady's love for you? I'm not one to hand out snacks willy-nilly, you know. No, sir! The thought occurred to me that maybe it would be good if it was nice and full. One day it's my dream to serve you some of my own homemade food. I mean, isn't it the desire of every woman to make sure that the woman never goes hungry? That's what I want to express. Mr. Edgeworth, can't you do anything about her?
There is no power on earth that can force that woman into silence!
But I'm so sick and tired of it! All you people do is look down on me! Even this box of samurai dogs played me for a fool! If I had a special design on its fan like the Japanese flag... It had a special design on its fan like the Japanese flag, so I thought it was special! But when I ate one, it tasted like all the rest! Oh, it makes me so mad!
Wait. Oh, God, no. No. Don't let it actually... Are hot dogs actually gonna be the thing? This case is doing my head in! It's doing my head in, you guys! No, God. I hate it. I hate it so much. Alright, let's do it.
Wait. A special box? With a Hinomaru-like flag on it?
Fan, not flag.
I've never heard of such a piece of I've never heard of such a piece of merchandise existing before. However, there it is. The red sun on this fan is filled in. Is it possible? Could it be? After the show, the samurai dogs were piled up on the dressing room floor. However, there's no such thing as a Hinomaru dog. This contradiction of facts between something that should not exist, and yet does. The rays from this red sun may be just what we needed to point us in the right direction.
No, you know what this smacks of? You know what? I hate saying this, but you know what this smacks of? This is every moment in Murder, She Wrote when a character says a completely random, innocuous thing, and suddenly Jessica Fletcher is literally like,
Oh my goodness. I know who the murderer is and how they did it.
all because, like, somebody mentioned, boy, my toe hurts. It's like,
Your toe hurts. That's it. That's the key to this whole thing.
that's what this reeks of to me. That's what this reeks of to me, and I hate it so much!
A present? The studio bigwigs basically told us to play delivery boys. We were supposed to hand the dogs off to embassy people and tell them hi. I had to pile them all into the pushcart just to move them. I believe you understand what this means, correct? You killed Mr. Cochin at this theater, and then placed his body inside the pushcart. And then, you forced the steel samurai to unwittingly move the body for you. It's time to piece the final pieces of this logic puzzle together. No matter how fragile or small the connections may be, once we've found them all, the way to the truth will be revealed.
Alright. Yeah. The murderer stubbed their toe on a displaced rock near the murder scene. And the rocks got disturbed and the rocks got disturbed because of, it's that sort of dumbass thing that's pulled out of their butts, like, at 0 hour. Oh my god. Hello, Lightning! Welcome! Thanks so much for tuning in! Alright, let's see what we got here. Alright, samurai dogs, body in the pushcart. These two line up. Don't you besmirch the name of Aunt Jessica. No, I'm not trying to. In Murder, She Wrote, it works, but here it doesn't work, and that's why I'm getting annoyed. I can understand why the trials and Ace Attorney gets drawn out. The judge is an idiot. But here in an investigation, dragging it out doesn't work. No, it really doesn't. It just seems like everybody here is inept.
The killer used the pushcart to transport the body, which means that they had to remove the samurai dogs from within first. Therefore, the samurai dogs that were piled up on the dressing room floor were most likely taken out of the pushcart by the killer.
Alright, match him up. Thank you very much for the hydrate, Retrix. I have done so. Connect them up. Let's do it.
That which should not exist. This box of samurai dogs with a Hinomaru on it. If this red sun was filled in when the killer was busy removing samurai dogs from the pushcart, then it's proof that the murder took place in the dressing room.
You know, it does kind of give me a small bit of satisfaction that the linchpin of putting away this villain that I despise is a pack of frickin' hot dogs. I do get some small bit of satisfaction out of that because it's just so remarkably stupid. That is the only satisfaction I'm getting out of this.
As long as this red substance turns out to be what I believe it to be.
Is it blood? Is it filled in with blood? Is that what he's getting at? Uh-oh.
Wendy Oldbag. I thank you.
Oh!
What you have given to me is truly something very special. Mr. Edgeworth? You sure you're feeling okay, sir? Mr. Alba, as I suspected, you killed Mr. Cochin in the dressing room.
That's what we get for being so frank. Ah, no! 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 Don't you dare make a hot dog pun right now! No! No! Not like this! Not like this! God!
How many times must I listen to you repeat yourself? Haven't you figured it out yet? Your words are meaningless, worthless, and powerless! The only way I'm going to continue to cooperate is with some definitive evidence. That arrogance, that self-confidence. You believe that you've erased every piece of evidence that could incriminate you. However, there remains one piece here, and it is what will put you away for good. You're bluffing. Oh? Hey, Mr. Prosecutor. Sounds like you finally found him. You finally found the fangs we need to go after this guy's jugular. So tell us, what about that box of samurai dogs is gonna put the old man away? The trace evidence that will bring him down? Why, it's here, of course.
It's blood, isn't it? That's why it's filled in. It's filled in with blood. It's filled in with blood. This is the evidence. This is the evidence that will put you away. Not everything else. Not everything else that is way more impressive. It's the fucking hot dogs. Excuse my French. It's the freaking hot dogs that are gonna do it. Hold on to your... No. No. No more. No more hot dog puns, please. I can't deal with them. Oh, no. Oh, God. The chat's gonna... The chat's just gonna be filled with hot dog jokes now, isn't it? No. This is the hell I've created for myself. Stop! Oh, God. This game is literally gonna kill me. This game is literally going to kill me. I'm gonna have a coronary before I'm done with this damn investigation. God. Stop! Okay, done. If I get one more hot dog joke, I swear to God, I'm gonna just end the stream right now. And then nobody will know what happened. I'm not actually gonna do that. You've all been suffering with me on this.
This box of samurai dogs with a Hinomaru fan on it. This should never have existed. So I want you all to take a good look at this red spot.
At this point... That's it! Game's over! Humph! Until somebody apologizes for all these hot dog puns, I am not continuing the game. I'm calling it here. I'm calling it here until I get an apology. I want to say y'all are the worst, but I get a feeling that's going to be taken out of context. Yeah, we're sorry. We're sorry now. All right. Good enough. I accept your apology, chat. You better behave yourselves from now on, okay?
I want you all to take a good look at this red spot. It is a single drop of blood.
Huh?
What? Blood, did you say? Agent Lang, I'd like this blood analyzed post-haste. I gotta admit, I'm a bit surprised. Can't believe we found blood in a place like this. Hey you! Get this down to the lab, pronto!
Welcome back, Zelda NPC. Yes, you came back at a interesting time. We'll say it's an interesting time.
But why was there blood on that box to begin with?
If we think about the flow of the crime, I think the reason will become obvious. Larry, you said that you transported the samurai dogs with the pushcart, correct? Oh, yeah. You have a great memory, Edgy. That pushcart was a bit too big for my son, you know what I mean? So to make sure everyone could see him, I had to pile some stuff in. And I figured the samurai dogs were there, so I used them to fill up the cart. If what Larry says is true, then what were the boxes doing on the floor? Oh, I see. The killer took them out in order to place the body in the pushcart. Exactly. And that is when I believe the victim's blood found its way onto the box. But when my men investigated that room, not a single box of samurai dogs was in there. Because embassy staff members had already confiscated them. Yes, no doubt to hide the evidence of the murder.
That's a good thing Miss Oldbag managed to steal that one box before they got to him, huh? Looks like Miss Oldbag also managed to put this great thief to shame. Oh, what a scandalous way of putting that! I didn't steal! I received it from myself!
Kirsa Salba, I'd say this was one very fatal oversight on your part.
Oh my god! Give up already! Please!
Sorry to rain on your little love fest, however. How can he be so self-confident in a no-win situation for him like this? Even if that blood turns out to belong to Mr. Cochin, then what?
Oh, but what if it wasn't his blood? What if are we about to pull a Columbo? Are we about to say, we're not looking for your blood, we're not looking for Manny Cochin's blood, we're looking for your blood? Is that what this is going to be? Because that is one of my favorite, are they about to pull one of my favorite Columbo gotchas? Because that would be kind of cool.
So, Mr. Redgeworth, sounds like he's not ready to call it quits yet, huh?
That sole piece of evidence that was left at the scene of the crime. That alone has shed light on a new fact. At the very least, we now have proof that the murder did occur in the dressing room. And you say that like it means something.
Huh?
Excuse me, sirs! Forensic guy.
Report! What were the results of the analysis?
Sir, the analysis came back and confirmed that the red substance is blood.
I knew it! With this Kirsa Salba! Mr. Edgeworth, I wonder if you might humor my question. Your question. The one from before. Or have you forgotten? Even if that is Mr. Cochin's blood, what difference does it make?
Yeah. I hope it's something like that. I hope it's something like,
Hey, by the way, Mr. Albuquerque, I can't help but notice that you're bleeding. I can't imagine where that blood must have gone.
I unironically love Columbo so much. You don't even know.
Like we already told you, it proves that the crime scene was that dressing room. But it doesn't prove that I'm your killer, does it? That's... He has a very good point. The blood on that box doesn't prove that Mr. Alba is the killer.
Of course it does! Then, this evidence, it's meaningless?
Oh, it can't be! We were so close, sir!
Oh, I want to smack that smug Lovelock in his face! Come on, there's gotta be something we can do!
We finally found a solid piece of evidence. There must be something I can expose with it. I can't think of a single thing!
Oh my god, please.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I'll be on my...
Hold it. Who now? Who now?
Who was that? It's too late! I won't allow anyone to stop me now! It wasn't me, pal. It wasn't me this time either.
It wasn't me either.
Who? It was the forensics guy! Okay, that's kind of good.
Why did you?
Because, I haven't finished reporting everything to you yet, sir.
There's more? What? Well, hurry up and spit it out!
Yes, sir! That blood that I mentioned, it's not of the same blood type as the victim's blood. No!
What? What do you mean it's not the same type? You mean it's not the victim's blood? If it isn't his, then who the hell's is it?
I don't know, sir. All I know is it's not the same blood type as the victim, sir. It really is. It really is gonna be that one Columbo gotcha. It really is gonna be a Columbo gotcha.
What should we do now, Mr. Edgeworth? I have no idea what's what anymore.
Neither do I. My, what an amusing turn of events. That blood drop proved to be something to be true, all right. That blood drop proved something to be true, all right. Namely, my words. And which one of your words would that be? The ones where I said that your words are meaningless, worthless, and powerless. That blood has nothing to do with the murder investigation whatsoever. Need I remind you that the blood got onto that box long before it entered my embassy?
What sort of nonsense?
Yeah, it's blood, pal! There's no way it ain't related to the murder! So you would like to believe. But what if someone preparing the samurai dogs had a small nosebleed? What then? I guess that's possible. Damn it! Have we all been wasting our time on a red herring? The blood doesn't belong to anyone connected to the case. That should be clue enough. Yes, Alba, you bastard! Silence! Don't you ever address me with such a filthy word again!
I'll say it, you're a bastard!
I've wasted enough time with you, and you have your answers. Now let me through! Alba, it doesn't matter where you run off to. You'll never escape me! Someday, I'll have the satisfaction of sinking my fangs into you. You'll see! And all of Interpol will be behind me, working to see to it that that day comes! Do you know what your words sound like to me? They sound like the whinings of a pathetic loser of a mutt. Is this really the extent of all we can do? Is the blood really from someone completely unrelated to the case? Or is there another possibility? Someone else other than the victim? Just when I thought I had him backed into a corner, it is I who have been backed into one. In a situation... No! 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 Damn it! Where's the? Which one is it? Which one is it? There it is! There it is! No! 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 No!
Don't tell me. Don't freaking tell me. Is it gonna be the power of love? Is the power of love what's gonna save us? Is he gonna call upon, like, Venus' spirit or something?
Objection!
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! No! This is way better Yes! 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 Oh my god! Yes! Please tell me! Please tell me! Please tell me that it's gonna do... Please tell me it's gonna be the power of love! Ah! I love it! I love it! Beautiful! Beautiful! Okay, hang on. I gotta do this right. You see, it's okay when I make puns, but...
In a situation like this, what would that man do? What would he, who can turn any desperate situation around, do? Turn it around. That's it. I must turn my way of thinking around. It's not whose blood is this. It's whose blood could get onto the box like this. And if I think about it that way, if the blood got onto the box when the body was being placed into the pushcart, then the owner of said blood must have been in the dressing room at that time. And there is only one person that could be.
In the immortal words of Hastings, it was actually the other way around. Okay, no, you know what? This being the denouement, this being the thing that solves the case, this right here makes it all worth it. This makes it all worth it. I am rocking back and forth in my seat so hard right now, you guys. Oh my god. Yes, I don't care what anyone says. Wrightworth is canon, goddammit! Wrightworth is so freaking canon, y'all don't even know! My OTP saves the day! Let's go!
Well, I must praise you for trying so hard. It's because of you kids that I was removed from center stage and will be forced to live out the rest of my life in the shadows, unfortunately. But it is not a total loss, as the underworld will allow me more freedom than you will ever know. Freedom like what the raven feels as it flies through the dark night sky. You can't lay a finger on me, not now or ever. The arm of the law is powerless before me. Powerless, is it? I wouldn't be so sure about that if I were you. What do you mean? Allow me to describe you in one word. Pitiful. Pitiful? How so? Casus Alba, your wings were clipped long ago! And for someone who is trying to fly away on them without noticing that fact, pitiful is the perfect word to describe you. Mere words.
What do you mean by his wings are clipped, Mr. Edgeworth?
Just what you think it means, Kay. We had already caught him in our trap a while back. With an incredibly powerful, definitive piece of evidence. Hey, after Mr. Prosecutor, you care to speak in English? What are you talking about? What piece of evidence? The piece I speak of is, of course, this drop of blood. But we know that is not from the victim! I don't see how it remains relevant to the case at all! Miss Von Karma, I believe that is exactly why it is very important to this case. And the part that is the most important is the fact that it is not the victim's blood. You're looking a little pale. Good. Then I believe you are already aware of what I mean. Then you know who the blood belongs to? Of course I do. This piece of evidence is the irrefutable proof that will stop the killer in his tracks. The blood that soiled this box of samurai dogs belongs to this person.
It was you!
The blood of the red sun on this box belongs to you, Cassius Alba!
What?
What?
Why is his blood on the box of samurai dogs? He's not even a victim!
The blood fell onto the box when Mr. Cochin's body was being loaded into the pushcart. At that time, the only two people in the dressing room were the victim and his killer. So that's what you mean. If the blood doesn't belong to the victim, then there is only one other person it could belong to. Yes, and that person is the murderer himself. That is the only logical conclusion. But Mr. Cochin was the one who was stabbed, sir. Why would Mr. Alba have been the one who was bleeding? What if, during the murder, Mr. Cochin had fought back? You mean, if before Mr. Alba could kill him, Mr. Cochin managed to wound Mr. Alba? Yes, and I believe we have a piece of evidence that proves that he was bleeding then.
That's where the wound came from! That's where his stupid-ass wound came from!
Mr. Alba, you bear upon your body a great wound. That was from when Damask II attacked me with a pair of scissors!
Yeah! And that happened way after he was in the dressing room!
Ah, but is that what really happened? You can manufacture a weapon by smearing blood on it, so I can't just accept that as fact. Shall we try a test, Mr. Alba, and see if the shape of your wound matches the scissors? You really are something else, Mr. Edgeworth. You don't let a single thing slip you by, no matter how insignificant the possibility. You're one to talk, Mr. Alba. You've managed to give the law the slip for 10 years as the smuggling ring's leader. No matter the danger, you can hide every last ounce of fear and anxiety from everyone. You truly are a one-of-a-kind criminal. I am the master of my fear. However, to think that a person such as you could miss such a large thing. You believe I've overlooked something? You said that my wound was caused by Mr. Cochin, and that it was caused here, in one of the theater's dressing rooms, right? Yes, that's correct. I'd like to point out that it's simply not possible. My wound is a stab wound, and one that could only have come from a blade. I wonder where you will propose that such a weapon came from.
This theater was packed with security guards!
It would have been impossible for anyone to have come into the area with a weapon of any sort. Just as Mr. Alba was able to bring in the alabastrian knife in a bouquet, there must have been some other way to sneak in a weapon of some sort. But as long as you can't prove what that other way is, all your talk about Mr. Cochin stabbing me is pure nonsense. So if that other way does exist, you had better hurry and tell me now. With pleasure. Wait, what? This piece of evidence shows us how Mr. Cochin brought a weapon into this theater.
There's only one thing. There's only one other thing that could have done it. Seven years ago, someone snuck a knife into a courtroom. They've done it here too. It's got to be the Yatagarasu key. Alba, you are, without a doubt, the most infuriating villain I have ever faced in this series. It is going to be so damn satisfying to put you down.
Like that!
Amongst law enforcement, this piece is known as the Yatagarasu's key. That key?
That's the key that my father stole from here 7 years ago.
And it is very unique in that it is both a key and a knife. Meaning that under the guise of a key, it could have been easily brought into this theater. You couldn't dispose of the knife that stabbed you, therefore you wiped off the blood and placed it back in Mr. Cochin's pocket. After all, the key itself opens the safe in his office. And inside that safe, there was a document about Kodofian papers, signed by Mr. Cochin. In order to make it look like Mr. Cochin died as the leader of the smuggling ring, you had to make it so that the police were the ones who opened that office safe. All that hard work to save yourself only served to destroy you in the end. Shall we try matching this knife's blade with your wound, Mr. Cassius Alba? And that is what some may call the coup de grace. Impossible! You can't take me down! Swine! All of you! Especially Manny Cochin! This is all because of that man's betrayal! He sought to steal control of the smuggling ring from me by removing me as ambassador, which is why he deserved to die while bearing the guilt for all of my crimes for me. That is why I sent out the Yatagarasu's card, and how this incident was born. Manny was supposed to be the smuggling ring's leader, who was killed by the Yatagarasu. But I had yet another reason, yet another story that was supposed to play out. Manny's death was supposed to bring everything to a close. And I wouldn't have gotten away with it too, if it wasn't for you meddling prosecutors!
You're really gonna throw a Scooby-Doo reference at me right now? How dare you? How freaking dare you, sir? I think we can get mad at the translation team for that, not necessarily the game, but still, oh my god. How dare you disgrace the good name of Scooby-Doo?
Get them off! Get them off! Get them off! Thank you.
Mr. Alba, I'm afraid there is one more question I forgot to ask. This country, or Alabastes, which country's court would you like to face first? Either way, it's game over for you.
Oh my god, he's dead! He's dead! What the hell? Holy crap! I got lightheaded after that scream. Give me a second. Give me a second, guys. I need to I need to take a breather. That was one of the rawest ass screams I've done in a minute. Holy cow. Everyone breathe with me. It is finally over. We're back in, well, we're not back in our office, but we're back at the court. It's finally done. It's finally done. We put his ass away. And now all that's left to do is to finish out the game. March 17th, 11:21 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2. Yeah, after that shit, we slept for like 4 days. We had to, after all that. I'm not surprised.
Ooh, this is it. The big day. This is Mr. Alba's trial today.
And next week, he schedules to stand trial in his own country of Alabast. Francisca is heading that one. I suspect she'll be serving a full course of whiplashes at it.
Having to face Miss Von Karma in court right after facing you, sir. I don't even want to think of what that would be like. I caught a glimpse of Mr. Alba as he was being escorted into the courthouse. And boy, he looked about as glum as the day I do before I get my monthly paycheck. You know, I've been thinking. That flight attendant and even Mr. Portman were all Mr. Alba's secret agents.
Correct. That smuggling ring was the common thread between all of the incidents. Camille Mille was to provide support during smuggling ops, using her job as a flight attendant. And Mr. Portsman was to manipulate trials related to the ring to end in their favor.
Oof. Go you airlines, even the prosecutor's office. No one was safe from the smuggling ring, huh, sir?
I suspect there are even more members of this ring spread throughout the world.
Yeah, sounds like such a big up that I can't even begin to imagine what it's like.
Is this the sequel hook? Is this the sequel hook? What is it, detective?
Nothing, it's just, come to think of it, Mr. Ernest Amano's trial is also scheduled for later today, sir.
I'm aware of that. Mr. Amano has been working with the smuggling ring now for over 10 years. He used the Amano Group's various connections worldwide to assist the ring. But all of that has come to an end, as his conglomerate is now undergoing harsh scrutiny. I owe Mr. Amano a debt of gratitude, but he must pay his debt to society.
Well, with the arrest of both Mr. Alba and Mr. Amano, I guess that about wraps up the KG-8 incident as well, huh?
I suppose so. The real killer in the KG-8 incident 10 years ago was Manny Cochin. And 7 years ago, the killer in the second KG-8 incident was Mackerel. Those two facts are the unshakable truth. We got an incoming ad break, guys! Those two facts are the unshakable truth. However, it seems that a lot of effort was put into hiding these and other truths from us. And I will expose it all at the trials today.
You're solving cases left and right today, aren't you, sir?
CCU. Indeed, man. Perhaps now, these two brave souls who tried to make the truth known can rest in peace. By the way, I received some gifts from Ambassador Palaeno. Shrimp, crab, beef. I don't need any of this, so I'm giving them to you.
Oh, yay! Gumshoe gets to eat good! Gumshoe gets to eat good! Oh, yay! He doesn't have to have ramen noodles tonight. He can have actual food. Oh, thank you. Thank you for giving this man some real food. Thank you, game. Thank you, thank you. Hashtag justice for Gumshoe. My boy's gonna eat good tonight. Ah, thank you, thank you, thank you.
What? Seriously, sir? Wait. Actually, I don't think I want them anymore. The way you're holding them. Don't tell me. They're just coupons, sir. Ah!
Damn you, game.
Never mind. Detective Gumshoe, have you not read the papers recently? Ever since the two countries became Codofia again, its economy has changed.
What? Really? And it seems that Ambassador Palaiano has reaped a few benefits of his own from it. He has been announced as the official ambassador of the newly reunified Cordofia.
But what a pity. Oh, this must be Kay.
Even though every item he sent is a treasure, you don't seem all that interested. Well, if you don't want them, I can give them to my lovely assistant, Kay.
Hey! That's not what I said! Please, Mr. Edgeworth, let me have him, sir! Actually, come to think of it, where is Kay? How come she's still not here?
Come on, you gotta be more alert than that! I can't believe you didn't notice! I was even mimicking Mr. Edgeworth's voice for a bit!
A pretty bad impersonation, if that's what it was supposed to be.
Oh, I totally didn't notice you, or realize that voice was you!
Oh, hey, and he's here too!
Lang Ji says, ferocious love blooms with each new spring. Agent Lang, a pleasant surprise to see you here. It's been a long time since I've set foot in the courthouse. But I wasn't gonna miss watching the guy who screwed up my country finally get what's coming to him. Well, that and something else. I want to see you in action in court. Is that so, Agent Lang?
Uh-oh.
We flushed out all the counterfeit bills, so Zhang Fa is finally at peace again. And it's all thanks to you. So, I just want to say, thanks.
Wow! I never thought I'd see the day old Wolfie says thanks to Mr. Edgeworth.
I should be the one thanking you, Agent Lang. If you hadn't negated Mr. Alba's extraterritorial rights, I would not have been able to bring him to trial. I believe the victory belongs to the both of us in this case. A shared victory, huh? Look, don't get me wrong. I'll still never forgive you, prosecutors. And I have zero interest in that truth thing you talk about in court. I've always done things my own way, and that's not about to change. You got that? I see. Well, I believe you should follow your own creed when you do your job. Yeah. And if there's ever somebody your precious truth can't catch, feel free to sit around and cry about it all you want. But as for me, I'm going to get that person, no matter what. All right. It's about time for the trial to start. I'll see you later. I'll be watching your performance from the gallery. I'm looking forward to this. I prepared a whole ton of ticket tape for today's victory, sir!
I'll help throw some around and Mr. Edgeworth wins!
Hope you got enough, because I'm gonna go call up my man as well! A modest amount of ticker tape goes a long way!
So Edgeworth gets the confetti too and he wins. Good to know.
The scene shifts to the courtroom, and the final act of this long tale begins. The legend of the great thief Yotagarasu. It is the story of those who choose to dedicate...
It's going too fast for me to read, sorry. Prosecutors are those who seek a guilty verdict for the defendants they meet. And to that end, you have no choice but to win by any means necessary. That creed was forced on me since I was very young. However, I no longer think that's all we prosecutors are. And that is because... even though I've only been away from the courtroom for a short time, I feel as though it's been a lifetime since I've set foot in one. Today, more than any other day, I feel the fight within me rising. Oh. Hey, there we go! Alright! That's it! Oh god, I hope Alba isn't. I hope it's not. I hope Wright isn't defending Alba. I think, if Edgeworth... Oh, hang on.
I'm really in Mr. Edgeworth's debt for the other day. Thanks to him, I'm still free to serve in the friendly blue skies. Oh, so about my suitcases. I've been selling them on the internet, and they've become a real sensation.
Thanks to the praise the art world has lavished on my work as being truly postmodern, the airline has chosen me to design their new line of Go You jumbo jets. Just think, someday you will be able to take a ride in my pink-walled, yellow-seated jet. No, that sounds great though. I forgot about all these little cutaways. Oh God, do I have to do this guy's voice again? I did not like doing this dude's voice. Edgeworth? That rudeness of a rude man! Because of him, my time and money is wasted! But more importantly, I received the most fantastic treasure! The prima donna statue of the Principality of Godopia! It was a bit light in my hands, but Ambassador Paliano was most generous. He got the fake statue. Perfect. That's what he deserves. Oh, here we go. We finally caught Agent Hick's killer, and I was able to witness Mr. Alba's teary eyes. It feels good to finally bring everything to a close. I received another offer from Interpol to work another case in cooperation with them. However, the Godolphian courts evade. Godolphia's air is supposed to be very fresh, so my VIP should find new vigor there. Ooh, she is out for blood, and I can't wait. Hey, what's up, Kay? Oh, it's Mike. This little patrolman has been fired as of today, sir! I thought I was safe since we found the gun I dropped. But I hadn't noticed that I had dropped my police badge, too! I guess what really broke the camel's back was that I couldn't find my badge. My little life has suddenly tripped into a dark black hole, sir! I think I'll go to the courthouse and file a complaint with Ruffles Man! His name is Edgeworth. You know his name. You know his name, sir. Alright, so who is this gonna... Oh yeah! Emma was, like, barely there. I wish you would have shown up more.
I was actually hoping to talk with Mr. Edgeworth a bit more than I did.
We all do, Emma.
But I gotta get going and return to Europe. I've still got a long way to go and a lot of stuff to study there. Next time I help Mr. Edgeworth on a case, I'm gonna do it as a real forensic scientist. I'm sure he's gonna need all the help I can give him, scientifically.
Yeah, I wish we would have gotten more of Emma than that one scene. Though I think she does show up in the sequel as well, so hopefully we'll get to see some more of her there. I really like Emma as a character. Oh yeah, this girl.
Because the kidnapping was staged, I was let off easy. But I won't be going outside much anytime soon. But that's really okay. The only prison I'm forever trapped in is the cage of love! The guard down at the detention center, well, when he's on guard duty, he has such a cold look in his eyes. Just like the prosecutor. Oh, stop it, Lauren! When will you ever learn to stop being a prisoner of love?
Yes, I love that, like, every girl in this series is crazy about, oh god! Hi, Gumshoe. Oh no, it's the judge!
It appears there are all sorts of drama that take place outside of the courtroom. Since we judges are in here day in and day out, I've only heard a few rumors, but apparently Mr. Edgeworth teamed up with a thief and became a detective. Maybe I should team up with a bailiff and try to become a lawyer or something.
No, you're fine. You're fine right where you are, Judgy. I was saying, I love how every girl in this series is crazy about Edgeworth. Yay! So is it gonna be Maggie or Gumshoe? Oh, it's gotta be Maggie, right? Yep.
Aww! Look at her! I barely escaped death yet again!
Yeah, but boy, were we lucky to have Mr. Edgeworth helping us out, huh?
Yeah, but because I lost the key, I got fired from my security job.
Aw, don't let it get you down, Maggie! You still got me!
You're right, sir! I won't be sad! I'm going to pick myself up and get through this! I wonder what my next job should be. Ooh, this is actually kind of fun!
Yes! Maggie and Gumshoe! They're the other ship. They're the other ship that I love and support with all my heart. Alright, so it's Paliano. Why not come to Kotopia for your summer vacation? We have coupons aplenty. Right now, our embassy is proud to present our Let's Investigate the Murder show. Although recreating that particular case has created a few small fires of its own. Then we had a few problems with the fire marshals, but the next event will be great. It will be an attraction entitled Capture the Yatagarasu. Of course, I hope to enlist K's help in creating our latest attraction. Oh my god, you know, there is actually an Ace Attorney investigation stage show, and it is wild from what I've seen. It's so good. Oh god! Hi, Larry. I can't believe that Mindy ditched me and went to Japan! But it's okay, because that's how I met Miharu. We're planning to go to Paris soon and start a business! We're gonna sell Blue Ocean dogs! We're gonna sell like hot cake hot dogs for sure! A blue hot dog and a blue bun. I guarantee it'll turn your tongue and your face blue. I know I'm not really the type to work a lot, or at all, really, but... Oh, so I noticed I haven't really seen that guy in the blue suit at all recently. I wonder what's up. Well, next time we meet, I'm gonna make you meet one of my dogs. Oh, no. Yeah, I don't know where Phoenix is at this time, but I'm sure we'll find out. Calling it now. Miharu only dates Larry for a week. I hope so. Thank you for the head pat, Retrix. Thank you.
I gave testimony in court today as a member of the Yatagarasu. Yo, Mr. Bad! You look well, all things considered. By the way, have you noticed that elements within the ring have begun moving? They're probably fighting over who should succeed, or who should be the next boss. Although, to be honest, I wish I could forget I ever heard of that smuggling ring. Langji says, thoroughly bite the poisonous snake from head to tail. No one runs afoul of the law and escapes this wolf's fangs. I'll get you all yet. Ah, youth. When did I become so old, I wonder? I've begun noticing the gray hairs in my beard more. I'm thinking of retiring my mirror.
No, I felt that. I felt that too. Yeah, no, I don't know how Larry doesn't remember Phoenix. Like, bruh, he's only your best friend. How you do him dirty like that?
I was the Pink Princess and the Pink Badger all in the span of 2 days. Talk about busy. But it's all right, because I got a letter from my beloved Edgy Poo. Please take care of your hip, and when you wish to speak, first take off your headpiece. What does he mean by that last statement, huh? It's not like I enjoy being under a headpiece every time I see him. I've been an alien and some creepy fuzzy pink animal, and then I was a pink princess, like right here, all dressed up, but ever since I was funny with him, all the rain is going to landfill. Oh my goodness, it's a terrible idea!
Please don't bring it. Please don't bring Old Bag back. I can't take voicing her again. Oh, is that it? Oh, there we go. March 17th, 4:33 p.m., High Prosecutor's Office, room 1202. All right, here's the real finale. Hey, enclosed you'll find a restraining order. God, I hope so.
Woohoo! I feel so much better now that the trial's over. And as always, your legal prowess was top-notch, sir.
Yeah! And nothing beat the look on Mr. Alba's face when you revealed the ring secrets! I was amazed! You're like a totally different person when you step into a courtroom.
Well, Mr. Edgeworth is always 10 times fiercer in court. Based on the information Mr. Alba offered up, they've begun large-scale operations to clean up the rest of the ring, which I am happy to leave the Francisca and Agent Lang. So, what are your plans now, Kay?
Oh, well, we've taken care of the creep who killed my father, so I'm not sure. Hey, I know! Maybe I'll just keep on being Mr. Edgeworth's assistant.
Hey, are you still trying to steal my job, pal?
Just kidding. I can't steal something so important to you, Gummy.
Whew, what a relief. Kay?
Yeah?
Even after all that's happened, are you still planning to become a great thief?
Of course! But I don't want to tarnish the legend of the noble Yatagarasu. So I'm gonna hold off on doing anything until I make a tight 3-person team of my own.
A 3-person team?
A 3-person team of young beauties, the same age as me, if possible.
With those criteria, I highly doubt you'll find the 2 other people you need.
My father chose to fight for the truth. I think that's what was so noble about him. So you see, Mr. Edgeworth, the only things I'll ever steal are the truths that have been hidden away. I'm gonna work extra hard to make a world where the Yatagarasu isn't needed.
Let's both strive for such a future.
Well, I guess it's time for me to get going.
I see. Okay, keep your chin up and stay strong, okay? And don't be a stranger!
Don't worry, I'll be back. I'll be sure to break the lock on the window and sneak in.
If you could, I would appreciate it if you came in through the building's front door. Oh, it's okay, Mr. Edgeworth. The lock on my window at home has been broken for forever.
Oh, one last thing before I go. Let's take a group picture, just the 3 of us.
Oh yeah, a commemorative photo. Every big case has to end with one. No.
Hey, why not?
Oh, don't tell me you're camera shy, Mr. Edgeworth. Of course not, detective.
Come on, Mr. Edgeworth. I'm taking the picture now. Hey, come back here.
Hey, Mr. Edgeworth, you can't run away from this, sir.
Hey,
Detective Gumshoe! Stop that! I can't be seen doing that!
okay, I'm totally taking it now. Say cheese.
How did it turn out?
And thus, the long tale of the KG8 incident came to a close. It saw the demise of a smuggling ring and the birth of a little great thief. But there is little time to rest and relax, for I am eager to tackle the investigation into a new case. The reason for my eagerness is my want to pursue the truth and my want to believe in the strength of those who use the power of the law for good. As someone who has chosen to live my life as a prosecutor, that is my new creed.
Oh, look at this! Yay! That's a great selfie. I love it. I love that. The end? The end? Or is... There we go! Turnabout ablaze! Oh my god. So there we go, guys. That's one game down. We have finally finished investigations. Holy shit, though. That last case lasted way longer than it needed to. Like, we could have done without the last, like, what, 2-3 hours of the case? But whatever. Last case aside, I can definitely see why there were some issues with this game. I can definitely see the criticism that it had. It is a very different game from the Ace Attorney, and the writing definitely has some issues. Especially this last case was pretty rough. But from what I understand, the second game is way better in the writing. And all that. But for now, overall, I loved it. I genuinely loved investigations. And then not because Miles is my little Blorbo, whom I love with all of my heart. I mean, obviously that was a big part of it. But it was kind of fun. It did feel more like it felt more like a murder mystery than the Ace Attorney games to me. It felt more like I was actually investigating the murder rather than piecing it together after the fact. I felt like I guess I felt more like a Jessica Fletcher, Columbo, Tom Barnaby sort of character in this game than I did in Ace Attorney. But overall, loved it. Yeah, there was definitely some issues with characters and writing and all that, but I'm not gonna let it detract from my enjoyment of the game. This was a lot of fun. And for now, SGG has played Ace Attorney Investigations Miles Edgeworth. And thus ends the last Gay Lawyer Sunday of 2024. I am going to take next weekend off to rest, because boy do I need it. Which would you say was your favorite case for this game? That's tough. I would probably say for my favorite case, it would probably be either the case for Go U Airlines. That one was pretty fun. I did like the fourth case. I did like the little flashback we got of Miles and baby Francisca. That one was pretty good. I would say either 2 or 4. I felt like 3 and 5 were dragged out way too long. 5 especially. And 1 was a fine introduction, but, you know, nobody likes the introduction cases. So, yeah, 2 and 4 were my favorites. But next year, 2025, we're starting Prosecutor's Gambit. And I cannot tell you how excited I am to start this up. New characters, new voices, new cases, new reasons to swoon over the right worth brain rot. It's going to be a great start to the new year. We're also going to be starting off the new year with another Supersonic Saturday, in which I'm going to let you guys choose which game I play. So I'm going to be putting the link to the voting form up tomorrow. And I'll be posting a link to that on all of my socials, on Twitter, on Bluesky, on YouTube, TikTok if I can make it work, and Instagram, and of course to the Discord server as well. So everyone gets a chance to vote on which Sonic game we're gonna start 2025 with. Please don't let it be 06. But that is not gonna be the last stream of the year. I am going to do a stream tomorrow night of Paper Mario. The tournament fighting arc is just started, so we're going to get into Chapter 3. And I do plan on streaming the day after Christmas. We're going to do another Elden Ring stream with our professionals on a budget. And that one may very well be... That one may very well be the last stream of 2024. As I take the last week of the year off to kind of rest and recuperate and take care of some stuff that I've been kind of putting off. But there you go! 2025! Prosecutor's Gambit, new Sonic game. There's a lot of new stuff coming to Super Geek Girl, and I hope you guys stick around for it. For now, next stream is going to be tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. We're doing Paper Mario 1000 Year Door Tournament Arc continues, so be sure and tune in for that. For now, though, this is SGG signing off. Everybody, thanks so much for tuning in. Hope you guys enjoyed Ace Attorney Investigations. We'll be back to it again in a few weeks, but for now, stay super, and I will see you guys tomorrow night.